The ever-steady Styx boy shall rot away your brain. Bad to the bone, Lucifer has picked up for days on days. And the great sound covers Boba Fett's have bad writing to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified. The qualified. We are prepared.
We are prepared. I really love that new intro. Hello and welcome to another brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson 22, joined as always by the great Dom Tober, always steady Styx boy 73, bad to the bone, Brucifer.
Hello.
And architect joesduelin. What's going on, fellas?
Friday could not come fast enough this week.
My days
Never.
again. I don't know which Friday was Monday.
Yeah, it was a long week this week.
For those tuning in and not watching the second and third round of the draft, we appreciate it.
Thank you. The draft.
We're going. Yeah, the draft is going on.
Not Nixon's draft.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a long week. My knees are killing me. Sucks getting old. And speaking of getting old, I got a couple of things I want to talk about before we kick the show off. And we'll let some folks while they're piling in, hopefully from the Hot 10, which just ended. But if not, just wherever you're coming from, come on in, make yourself at home. All right, here we go. Things that might interest you. Active volcano in Antarctica spews tiny crystals of gold worth $6,000 a day. Who's moving to Antarctica? Tom?
Me.
Going? First flight?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Yeah, the particles, is the gold that's shooting out. How, is everybody over there with buckets trying to catch
No,
they're probably breathing it in and getting gold lung or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think the cost to get down there and refine it all would probably outweigh the amount you probably get. I've watched enough of those gold rush shows on TLC and whatnot.
There's gold there. I tell you, there's gold.
There's a vein in there.
Running around with your sifting pan and just running around.
Gold Spectre. Hey.
Those guys will spend.
You'd be shitting out golden turds.
Just like those guys on whatever that island is where they're searching for treasure for 10 years and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're like, this could be something.
But it never is.
You know what the crazy thing is? They're discovering new things every day. And there's probably gold from a wreckage that's right under someone's nose. And it's not even crazy.
You gonna walk out the house and trip over a wreckage? What the hell are you talking
I assume he's talking about in the ocean or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of ships that have gone down.
What about the people who have dug up the backyard to put like a new pipe, whatever it is,
and they find a body?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, I guess they strike oil like Jed Clampett. That would be All right, what else we got going on? You guys might have seen this on the TV news. I saw it, but decided to clip it in here anyway. Florida Golden Retriever gives birth to a lime green puppy. You guys hear about this?
No.
What?
Must have ingested that.
Was it drinking too much extra
puppy?
St. Patty's Day puppy?
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture. I didn't make slides, but yeah, I'm looking at a picture. It's definitely a shade of green. I just think somewhere out there, this is Florida too, so somewhere out there's probably a crocodile smoking a cigarette or something. I don't know.
Swamp Thing had his way with the dog out there.
Hey,
yeah, something. But this
too much of antifreeze or Kool-Aid or something.
Extra cooler. It's extra cooler.
Only in Florida.
This next thing I put in here simply because I have a follow-up question. Cicadas are so noisy in South Carolina, county residents are calling the police.
It's one of the biggest broods. It's one of the biggest broods in a very, very, very long time.
All right, so my question is, obviously I pronounce it cicadas. I've heard people pronounce this.
The correct
this word is almost like the word homage. You know how many different ways? Like you got homage, homage. Some people say Amaji, for God's sake.
Well, it's cicadas, not cicada, because cicada's a singer.
Hobaji.
Yeah, it's not John Cicada.
Not John Cicada.
Yeah, I say cicadas. I don't know.
It is
You
cicada.
say tomato,
Okay.
I say tomato.
Yeah, second
You
dose.
say vanilla, I say vanilla.
Cicada.
Some people say, "Ooh,
All right.
food."
I
Will
haven't
these
had them come
stories
out here
ever-
yet, so
Will these stories ever end? So again, this week in recent news, I guess, there is two stories that I found of people finding lottery tickets in their purse or in their chest of drawers that they forgot about that were winning tickets. One of them was a $1 million ticket, apparently. This was in Portland. An Oregon lottery raffle ticket worth $1 million spent weeks in the store and stored in Tupperware container with a Portland woman's other lottery tickets before the Powerball jackpot reminded her to check. And another story, this is in Michigan. Winning Powerball ticket spent a month in the oblivious owner's purse. She forgot all about it. It was a $150,000 ticket. Now, we don't have the lottery here in Hawaii, which is probably a good thing. But the few times when I go back to the mainland in Texas and I play Powerball, I'm like right there checking my ticket. I'm like,
I'm checking that night. Or at least I'm going to the store the next day. They got little scanners anymore. You just scan a ticket, tells you what you want.
Well,
I hear about these every once in a while. And I'm like, who are these people that buy lottery tickets? Just
And forget about it.
Well, the closest
their
I
first
ever came. Well, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was going to say the first problem is you know who won. First thing you ever do if you win the lottery for a large amount is you form an LLC and you have the ticket cashed under the name of that LLC. That way it doesn't track back to your name. You don't have relatives tripping on your porch and suing you for millions of dollars.
Hey, I'm your cousin.
your account.
I'm your cousin. I'm your cousin from your fifth family member down the road.
5 times removed.
And my last thing to complain about, I don't want to say grinds my gears, but what has happened with the Guinness Book of World Records? Everything is a freaking record. So again, just in the month of April, maybe the past month, I found 5 of the most who cares Guinness records that were broken.
Aren't most of them who cares records though?
Yeah, these who cares. That's what happened to like the longest beard, the longest fingernails, like all this kind of like stuff that in the books. You remember that, Bruce, for going to the library and
fattest man. That's tallest man.
Tallest man. Unit. So here we go. Man runs 1 mile in swimming pool in 35 minutes and 24 seconds. In an attempt, so this was an attempt. British man ran a distance of 1 mile through the water in a swimming pool in an attempt to break the Guinness Book of World Record. It doesn't say what the record is, but it says attempt. So another one, 2013 confetti cannons fired at the same time to break the world record. Who gives a shit?
Do they still pay? Do they still pay you for breaking a world record? I thought there used to be a monetary amount associated with it. Yeah, which is probably why people are doing such stupid.
Probably just a gift card to Applebee's.
Yeah, that's
just for a free appetizer.
Yeah,
that's all.
The next ones I'm going to read are. I'll give it up to the next ones. I mean, there's some stamina involved with this. Obviously, some bathroom breaks, maybe. I don't know, but Nigerian chess champ plays for 60 consecutive hours.
I spent about that much time at a blackjack table one time.
Yeah, I mean. Is there another record for most consecutive blackjack, most consecutive checkers?
Is he sitting where does it stop? Potty, by any chance? Because if he's staying there for that many hours, he has to go to the bathroom. So
I don't know, but the world records are popular in Nigeria because we have a Nigerian woman interviews 90 people in 55 hours for a world record.
It's just like they're just making it up now. It's like, look, I did it. It's a world record.
Yeah. And my favorite. My favorite, and then we'll get on with the show and I'll step down. Ghana man hugs 1,123 trees in an hour for the world record.
God bless that man.
A lot of wood.
He is a tree hugger. Yes, he is. All right, Joe. Let's
He's
get
making
on.
money.
I just feel bad for the crowd that has to sit there and watch him do all that and then count it to keep an official record.
All right, let's say hello to the chat. Something is amiss this week because GT Comics is nowhere to be found. It is Friday. Hey, Tommy Longbox, it's Friday. Time to bring on the qualified rejects. That's us, and Tommy is in first place, number 1 this week. Tell us you're old without telling us you're old. Terry will. He said, kiss my grits. What's going on, Terry? Blue Collar Dan. Well, hello there. Hello there. Hello there. He's here for Dom. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Dom Tober.
Dom's a talent.
Hello, L. That is not music. What's he talking about?
It's music.
It's Go Browns. Yeah.
Well, now I know his taste. So we're
Orchler says Go Browns, and then he says not I. So and Gold Lung, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Just remember, if it's
Oak Island, that's the name of that. Where they go searching for treasure. Mud Butt. Leftover Zaggy. What's going on, Zaggy?
There's no treasure in that.
Zaggy got a haircut. It's about time.
Good job, Zach.
I don't know what Zaggy looks like.
Me too.
Zaggy, good for you getting a haircut. I don't know if I can.
We're proud.
You in the head right now. It was on The Simpsons.
Dog with the green puppy.
Iguanas are now a thing in Florida. Florida is becoming the new land down under. Apparently, there's
iguanas are always there.
I don't know.
I was there for a little bit. You cut down the trees. I worked for a construction company. They were cutting down trees, and the iguanas were jumping out of the trees.
They always had those geckos, but now they've got. The iguanas are like the ones you would
keep
the big
in a glass cage.
Big
lizards. They were jumping out of the trees.
They're like squirrels down in Aruba. If you're down in Aruba, you just laying around
on
the
beach. You had to quit that tree cutting business because there wasn't enough time for him to sit on the toilet and send IG. Thing. Blame it on AOA for Hulk Dog. All right, AOA, it's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
Shame.
All of Florida's pain is your fault.
Could you?
I'm not gonna read that. That's a real word, but I don't know. Someone found a 3-eyed fish in real life.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Did they eat it?
Oh, a 2-headed dog, man.
All that stuff runs off from those water treatment plants right back into the rivers.
Exactly. All that toxic waste that went the Tokyo Ocean over there in Tokyo with all the bullshit.
Oh, from the Fujikama.
Yeah.
I'm sure these comments now mean something, and they're probably related to something, but my short-term memory has forgotten what these are all about. Most painful hemorrhoids. Cherokee Metal. Salute. What's going on, Cherokee? And what do we got? King's Portal. I'm here too. Not for Dom.
You know what? I appreciate that. I'm here for you,
King's
man.
Portal is now my favorite person in the world.
You know what? I still love you. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
He really does. Dom. Canadian Survivalist. Peace, happy face. Right back at you. And we celebrate good hygiene here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
speaking of that, there was just a news article out that taking a shower every day is absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah, I've heard that a long time ago too.
And it's actually could be bad for your health.
Yeah.
But then again, everything now is bad for your health. So
I remember. Go ahead, Don.
I'm saying everything that was good for you back in the day is now bad for you.
Was it really good for you back in the day, or we just
back in the day they only took a shower like once a week, or took a bath once a week?
I'm always taking showers every day, twice a day, especially in the summertime. So
yeah, what are you doing in that shower, Dom? That's what nobody wants to know.
Washing and being cool in the summertime.
When there's no indoor.
You know what they call it nowadays?
Yeah.
Now, I remember reading an article once, it's been years ago, where they said people are overwashing their clothes. That they say that, I mean, obviously, depending on your job, if you get dirty and sweaty in your job, you probably need to wash your clothes. But they said just like day-to-day clothes wear, you could probably get 2 or 3 wears out of a pair of clothes, before they have to be washed. They said people are overwashing, and it actually deteriorates the material. Yeah,
That's gross.
It's an excuse to buy
that's
new
what some
clothes.
experts said on the internet. Bruce Fur.
Damn
Must be
internet.
That's where all the experts live.
That's where they live.
Must be
They're
true.
all on the internet. All right, Bruce, you ready to run this?
I guess so. Might as well.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to another segment of Outside Looking In. These are books that were not hot enough for the Hot 10, but they are making traction. Maybe they'll end up in the top 10, maybe not. They'll fall off. Who knows? Let's
They're
see what
hot
we
enough
got
for
this
us.
week. Hot enough for us. Anything is hot for Styx. He's a whore. Next, first up, we got Avengers the Terminatrix Objective number 1, selling around $10. A CGC 9.8 is selling between $80 and $90. And this is all because of the, what was it, Deadpool trailer?
No, this
No.
was yes, it was a Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
There's the character that's the big smoke monster that
Alio-
we saw in
Alio-
Loki. Yeah,
Alio-
that we saw in Loki as well, that devours things. This is also a big shiny foil cover as well. So this is the best of that era of shitty covers in terms of
God, freaking
books.
Thor, his ponytail. That was so bad.
Well, you know
So
what?
yeah, I mean, this is a $1 book all day. For some reason now it's selling around 10. CGC 98, it's 80 to 90
I
bucks.
don't think I've ever seen this book.
Well, you know what? The dominatrix objective is pretty good, man.
You want to be dominated? All right, we got it.
Dominatrix. Hey,
So
see why you bring that up like that?
isn't this the book that I'm trying to move on?
on?
Isn't this the same creature that was in Loki though? Did this book say
Yeah.
Spike whenever Loki had him on there?
No, I don't.
I
Maybe it saw a small little bump, but probably not. The Deadpool trailer is pulling
Yeah, I guess
all
it's
kinds of things.
Peter
Between that and
Parker.
X-Men 97, that's the world we live in for the next few weeks.
Philip, what up?
It's a cool cover. I like the cover.
It's
I don't
it's
know
a
if
book. It's a book you dig for.
You got the
Yeah.
bogus.
I don't
You
know
got
if I've ever
the
seen
bogus
Captain America
America.
in that.
Bogus Iron Man.
That's U.S. Agent.
I know you're
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, that's U.S. Agent. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Machine, War Machine, and Thunderstrike. So you got like all the secondary.
You've been thunder.
We'll let this guy.
That's what he's
hit.
got to. Is that what he did? This is before ACDC. When he launches his power, he's like, "You've been thunder."
Gotta have a tagline.
Next up,
Gotta have a theme song.
It's important.
Uncanny X-Men 428 is about 10 sales, selling around $10. There was a high of $15. And more, what was it? Deadpool trailer, freaking spec, Azazel.
First Azazel in this book. It's a book. It's again a book you more than likely, if you're digging, I'm sure it's probably in there in $1 or $2 bin somewhere that can be had. So
I will say that at the time of X-Men First Class, when they had Azazel in that movie, speccing on books weren't really a thing then, so that never really got a bump up for those movies like it's going to do for this one.
I just don't understand when you can bamf around everywhere why you need knee pads. It just seems
Really.
just
To
doesn't
get a
seem
day
necessary.
off like everybody else.
Gotta climb that corporate ladder. Even the X-Men gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll be right there, Professor.
You want the cover this week? Well,
Yeah.
mhm.
I always wondered why his blanket was moving all the time on Professor X's lap.
Jeez. Have some respect for Professor X, damn it.
Real heroes don't wear blankets.
Next up, we got Power Girl number 8, the 1 in 25, selling around 10 sales, selling around $35 is a high of 45. Not bad for a 125 right out the gate.
Yeah, I like this.
It's,
Urban
what's it,
Rodriguez.
Urban Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
when I no, okay, 'cause when I first saw this on when Pete sent us the list, and it was the little picture on our chat, and I didn't click on it yet, and I was like, who? I was like, Power Girl, like, is this like Power MILF? Is this Power? What is it? GILF? What? And then so I blew it up, and I'm like, okay, it's like Power 6.5, maybe a 7.
It's it has a very Belinda Carlisle look to me, so I'm a big Go-Go's fan, so I like it.
Okay.
GILF.
Well, there's something out there for everybody, I guess, because I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, these later runs, I mean, we get this a lot too, where you'll hit one really good 1 in 25 or 1 in 50 in a book, and then people start chasing the next one that comes and the next one that comes. Because there was that Dampen Ocean Power Girl 1 in 25 that was a stunning cover that did really well. And then, you get 1 or 2 after, and people just kind of keep chasing. Remember, we had that with Afra for a while with those covers and things like that. You get one that blows up.
Cherokee gets it. Chasing. Like, yeah, this is like Power Girl wearing a push-up bra. There's something. Yeah, this is not Power Girl. Not the Power Girl I grew up with.
Like you guys would turn her away from your beds. Come on.
Yeah, about Power Girl.
I like the thickness.
Kind of look a little thick there. She looks she's that as a thin. The boobs is small.
Nothing wrong with that, sir.
There's nothing wrong with that, but the boobs is small.
Power pie eating contest winner.
Oh,
girl eats well, and that's a good thing.
you guys are horrible.
Yeah.
Next up,
I guess we
Rocketeer Adventures number 4, cover B. 2 sales. One sold for $170 and one sold for $175. A few months ago, it was sold for $6 and a
Stevens train is moving. I mean, so many of the Stevens books that were $10 to $15 raws are now just chugging along, and it's probably a bit of a blow off top. It's definitely overheated. Buying in at these levels is a little questionable at best. But the good thing is when they come back down, the floor on these books should be higher than it was before. So what were $10 to $15 books before, when they cool off a bit from where they are now, the floor will probably be closer to a $25, $30 book. So
yeah, and this is reused art from like the early 80s. They just slapped on the cover.
I'm always happy with Betty on the cover, though.
That's that's Betty Page, right? Yeah.
Yep. This is one of the first Rocketeer ones, because the Rocketeer ones, even though he's so well known for the Rocketeer, they seem to be some of the last Stevens books that are really catching the heat. So
might be a little too late to hop on that Stevens train.
Yep. Yeah. Although I'm telling you, if you have any of these in nice shape and they're raw, might not be a bad time to sub them if you think you can squeeze a 9.8 out of them, because even if the prices come down a bit, the 9.8s rose so high, so fast, even if they fall back, they're still going to be well above where they were before. So.
I guess that would be my question, is how long can that train keep it rolling till it hits the station and says, done?
And Cherokee, there was the Dave Stevens documentary that was a Kickstarter that came out, and then it got released a month or two ago on YouTube. Somebody threw it up on YouTube. So
and it's on Amazon also.
Yeah, I think it's just getting a little more visibility. And when you watch a documentary like that, if you're into comics and you see all the people that came out for that documentary to talk up Stevens, it's people start chasing stuff. And again, I mean, there's plenty of these IDW books and stuff out there, but the older stuff is, there's not a ton of it out there, and what is out there isn't always in the best shape. So we're chasing.
Next up, let's see it. Let's see this beautiful
fifth book.
Ultimate Universe
There
number
we go.
1, second print, 1 in 25. There were a handful of sales, selling $40 plus. The original issue came out months ago. Surprised they're releasing this now.
Yeah,
Second print.
second
Any
print. though.
chance they get a second print, they'll come out a second print. It's all money grab, man. Sucks.
Oh yeah, and their ratio second prints. It's just they're money grabs. But people, as long people keep buying them, people are they're gonna keep making them.
I'm surprised they did a 1 in 25 second printing design variant. It's like what?
Well, speaking about
Marvel loves this stupid design variants on ratios. I'm not a big fan of them.
Well, speaking of 1 in 25s, they reprinted the Darth Maul book, the 1 in 25. Second printing. So they're doing second printings all the damn time. So
Which Darth Maul book?
the Darth Maul, the one that came out this week, it's already in the market getting reprinted.
With the hues.
The black, white, and red.
Yeah, black, white, and red. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how many of these will be out there. Just for the simple, I don't know. It feels like some of the heat from the Ultimate Universe has cooled quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
You know,
It was already cold after the second issue of Ultimate Spider-Man 2.
yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
But who knows? I mean, we'll see what we get out of the rest of the storylines and see where they go with it. But I don't know. This one, there might not be too many of these out there, but if you like weird Thor design variants for a non-continuity universe,
Well, I like the
this is for you.
I like the freaking those type of variants, you know, those things. I love that, but they make them for just the weird freaking books that, you know, once you have the book, you really don't want the design variant for something else. They should do it for like really cool stuff, but they don't.
I don't mind it in first prints as a variant if they're going to throw a design variant out there, but if you can give me a 125 on a second print, give me something. Give me something special.
Yeah.
You know, make it something that's buzzworthy. A Thor design variant on this is not very buzzworthy, but
yeah. So right. For more information on some of these books, please head over to CBSI.com. Check out Pete's write-up on these books and check out the extended list of the CBSI Hot 10. Well, Pete breaks it down a little further than the video. Thank you.
All right. Boys, do you want to do some pickups? We got some pickups going on.
I didn't even think about that.
Jedi, you are in the driver's seat. You want to go?
Yeah, I can go. I don't have the right lighting, but that's okay because I'm doing something a little different. I'm not doing comics this week. In fact, these are not new pickups that I'm going to show. These are some things. So tomorrow, as Domtober knows, because Boba Fett is going to be there, I'm going to the Aloha Card Show at the
Daniel
mall.
Logan is going to be there.
Yeah, Daniel Logan is going to be there. I was afraid when Dom brought that up earlier. I was afraid Dom's going to be like, "Can you get a pop sign?" And I'll be like,
I'm not signing.
I already met him.
I know. I thought, man, I was pretty sure you already had Logan, but still, I was kind of like clenching my butt cheeks there for a little bit.
But it's still cool.
So I got a couple of football cards because PSA is going to be there, and I got a couple of football cards that aren't graded that I've been thinking about getting graded. I just never have done it because, my God, I'll know if anything were to happen. Obviously, there's insurance and stuff, but I will never get, especially one of these again. But in some particular order, the first one is a Bart Starr rookie card that I'd like to get graded. Definitely won't come back it probably might come back a 6 or a 7, but it's decent shape.
I was expecting all Tom Landry cards.
No, this one should. I don't know. I mean, this is a Tom Brady Bowman Chrome rookie. It's pretty good shape, pretty well centered, sharp corners. Should come back a 10 in my opinion, but what do I know?
If it comes back at 10, that's going to be a big card. It's worth a lot of money.
It'll be about I haven't looked in a while, but I think a 10 would probably be about a $3,000 card.
Don't lie, Jedi. All you're going to be looking for is Star Wars cards tomorrow.
Probably. If there's if somebody's selling Star Wars Unlimited, I'll never make it to PSA.
So you got to go over there and buy a Boba Fett card, get autographed by Daniel Logan.
No, Dom. The last one, and this is the one that probably scares me the most. I'm not going to take it out of all this plastic, but this is a 1965 Joe Namath rookie.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the old bike. Not a lot of these are in good shape because back in the day, kids would put stuff like this in their bicycle spokes and things like that. I bought this one for $500, probably going on 15 years ago.
Wow.
It's in really good shape, pretty well centered, a little bit of a crease up at the top right corner or left corner, depending on your perspective. This is one that scares me to get graded because if anything happened to this, I will never get. If this one comes back what I think it would, which would be about a 6, we're probably talking $4,000, maybe $5,000, I think. Again, I haven't looked in a while. I could be completely wrong. But this one is like really good shape. This was an attic find, some guy on eBay said, and this was before cards and stuff really started blowing up, and he sold it to me for $500, and I was happy to get it. So nice. That's all I got this week. And let me know in the chat, or you guys let me know. Should I just leave these things raw and just keep them, or should I get them graded and try to profit on?
I think you should get them graded, but fly them down yourself. Fly them to Florida yourself. You can grade it.
I mean, if you can you? Well, PSA's there. Can you sub? You can sub there.
Can I sub here?
Yeah, yeah. When PSA is there, can you submit
the PSA there?
The cards to grade?
Yeah. This PSA is going to be at the card show. Representatives, the Hawaii PSA representatives are going to be there, so I can submit it to them. I'm sure I could get insurance. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I don't know. I'll look into it tomorrow. It may be a last-second decision whether or not I actually do it or not, but
yeah.
This is
nice to have graded. I only have a couple graded cards, but I don't know. Like a lot of raw dogs.
The storage unit. All my cards I just dropped in storage.
All right, let's see what I got here. I don't have too much this week. I got a nice copy of Eiffel.
Yes, it is an Eiffel. Mm-hmm.
Nice Peter-driven cover.
Look a little like Mariah Carey, at least to me anyway.
Maybe Mariah Carey's grandmother. But,
yeah.
Mariah's scary.
A nice Kincaid exclusive Tigre Fire and Ice from Frazetta Girls.
All right. You just got that?
Leela all grown up, or
what?
It's Tigre. Go back and watch the cartoon. It's fantastic.
Someone had that last book that you just had on Whatnot one day. I don't remember what it went.
Oh my God! What happened to Dick?
Little Batman.
Oh, stop looking there.
There's your precursor to C-3PO in the back there.
No, Batman, not again. No.
We're in the middle of something, Batman.
I really want that car, Batman.
Some Sea Devils.
Ooh, there you
go. Picked up some Jonah Hex. I always like a good Bolin cover. And nice Kevich cover.
I like the Jonah Hex.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Copy of the Shade. I got this because there's a Darwin Cook cover, but all the interiors there's interior art that's Darwin Cook. So been loading that up. And last but not least, I did snag a nice Green Lantern 40.
Nice.
So nice shape.
No means no Batman.
And this is the first time you see the two together, the Golden Age and the Silver Age lanterns, and you get the origin of the Guardians in there as well. So nice book. That's what I got. Bruce?
Sure. All right. I picked up the second printing of Pharaoh, the Halloween homage. Jackpot and Black Cat.
Nice. Hey, you crap on my Art Adams all the time, but you still buy them. You still buy them.
I just do it to keep it. Actually, no. Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love this cover.
There's a lot of good covers on that series.
I got that
series.
Can you bring it?
And the subsequent books are really good too. The covers.
I got that one. I don't have it to show. I got that one in the 1 in 50.
And I like to call it Harley Quinn as Farrah Fawcett cover.
There was something weird about that one.
Really?
It reminded me like a Hannah Montana cover or something.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, you got to pick up
all these angels.
You got to pick up the full You got to pick up the full Frizzen run for those.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. Once you start buying one, you got to get the rest of them.
And these I got from good friend of the channel, Josh, International Comics, My Little Ponies. Oh, what's the author?
Are those RIs?
Yeah, REs. Ooh,
REs.
REs. Little America's Greatest Comics.
Little faucet.
7. Yep. It's a reprint from 1974.
Yeah, you can call him Shazam. I will always call him Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. This is from 1974 also. Another Captain Marvel Adventure, 64-pager. From 76, Captain Midnight.
Nice.
One. And then this is from 1945. It's one of those cut out dolls. You cut the dolls out.
Paper dolls.
Oh, nice.
Paper dolls. It has all the dolls still attached, so it's pretty cool.
Are you gonna break it out and make them?
No.
I want all the Mary Marvels out of there.
Then here's a Raz win from this week.
Oh, nice. Robbie Reyes.
Yes.
Oh, you're up to 20 now for the quarter.
Wouldn't be a Friday without a Brad.
I'm surprised they haven't started a new Discord just so they could have Razes that you don't know about.
No, actually, they should ban him for all the Razzes. Ban him. And he no longer goes in. He can't go in.
Don't let Bruce in. He'll just win it.
And another Raz win. Tales from Suspense, number 30.
Nice.
The 4-5.
Nice.
Yep. And that is.
I got a question about these Razzes. So I don't know. It seems like, okay, this is not like somebody that wins like $700 on a slot machine and thinks they're a big time, even though they put like 3,000 into the machine. Is it?
No.
I mean, are there a lot of Razzes you don't win that you're not telling us about?
Yeah, I don't win all the time, but I usually just put this year. I've only been putting $10 to $20 into these Razzes each.
So you're playing with house money, though.
Is that bullshit? You know, and the biggest book I won this year has been that what was it? That Harley Quinn 39. Was it 39? 37.
37.
Well, it only got big after.
Down to 175.
Yeah, but the 9A still is selling 700, over 700 so far. And then last year I won that first appearance of Star Wars.
What, Afro?
Boba Fett?
No, Ahsoka.
Oh.
That was the biggest book I won last year.
Yeah. Clone Wars.
Yes, I am hacking the system.
Right. Dom, you got anything?
I got some. Yeah, I got a couple of things that I go digging into. Got a nice Kodak sketch.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I got pretty cheap. I got like $30. So can't go wrong
Who
with
did
that.
it? Who's the artist?
Somebody named Castro. It's just a somebody just. I don't think it's anybody big, but just someone just did the artwork. Just did the Kodak sketch.
Still cool Hordak.
It is pretty cool, right?
Some guy down on the boardwalk.
Probably did that.
Hello, I bought a Ghost or a Space Ghost book not that long ago off eBay, and the guy did a sketch on the receipt, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was good artwork too.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first
was a mastermind.
This is a newsstand first appearance of
Mastermind
Zartan.
Oh, nice.
G.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah, he shows up at the end.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, with he's there with Firefly. Firefly is standing there on the first Hordak, Master of the Universe.
Okay. Yeah. A couple of those.
A Scott Campbell.
Remember.
A Scott Campbell.
Till we meet again.
Here's one that's actually an exclusive that you don't see a lot, and it's probably it's hard to find. It's pretty good shape. So this was given out at the one of the GI Joe cons. So it's Cold Slither with Gem.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
oh, that's nice.
So pretty cool. It's exclusive. You don't see it that much. If for some reason this book is worth more than it should be, it's a Virgin Zartan.
Nice.
It's worth $2. It should only be worth
There's
$1.
not a ton of Zartan covers.
No, there's not. There's some, but there's one that came out as an exclusive in one of the cons, and he's taken off his mask, and they wanted a lot of money for it. I'm trying to see if I can get it for cheap. I only seen it like one time on eBay. Pretty cool Megatron cover. And speaking about Megatron, there's a electronic transforming Megatron that just dropped. Oh god, like $700-800. It's coming out.
Hey Dom, are you sure you still like Kingsport?
What?
I read Dom's handle, another YouTuber with delusions of grandeur. You still love this guy?
You know what? Listen, I know he does it all for a trick. You know what I'm saying?
He's my favorite.
Everybody has their one person that like a BK to Marco, this and that. So hey, listen, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, Dom has a nemesis.
Hey, look, I love it.
I think AOA is my nemesis.
This one's a Miles High comic, GI Joe Transformers. Pretty cool. It's a wraparound cover. Now this Transformers is Alamo City Comic Con, which is actually pretty cool. You got the
he's making nice now.
The Unicron in the background.
So cute.
Oh, nice.
Newsstand number 1.
There you go. Nice.
Transformers.
Cool. Get it graded.
Yeah,
I'd probably get it graded. And then this is pretty cool. The same artist who did the Megatron. That's the Panther cover.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I like that one.
Is that John Jang?
Yeah. I like.
Yeah,
I actually I ran into him in the con one time, and I was telling him, I go, I love all your artwork. You've done a lot of good stuff. When are you gonna do a Boba Fett? He goes, when they ask me to. I'm like, damn.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Until you pay me.
That's it. I got that.
All right.
But man, I appreciate it, man.
You were dangerously close to venturing into Bruce for territory there for a minute, Dom. So I'm glad you pulled.
What's up, my pickups was sweat this week.
It wasn't too bad this week. You're right.
Man of the hour. You got anything, Styx?
No, I could show you another Doctor Who #1 that I bought, but I won't.
Gonna show some more Mudmen.
No more. Next month will be the month for my getting the Mudmen. So I'll have a box. I'll have a box coming from the UK at the end.
That's when you get your UK shipment.
More Mudmen.
Yeah, I just bought some hardcover books from over there that we can't get here, so that'll be in the lot too.
Now let me tell you, Trail man, I'm definitely GI Joe Transformers. I love them. I don't collect as much because I have no room for a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, if it like Soundwave, anything Soundwave, I am there for. That's my my Transformer. So, but I do like the Transformers, GI Joe, Master Universe. That's kind of my back burner stuff. But I do collect that stuff when I get a chance. And my wife doesn't realize it when I bring it into the house. There you go.
No, she will.
That works.
Good job.
She just said what?
Hey Jedi, check the.
What are you doing?
Well, we got an Elmore pinup this week for our pinup of the week. Elmore does did a lot of really beautiful pinup work back in the 40s.
What group chat?
Kingdom.
No, speak about Soundwave.
Oh, you want?
Speak about Soundwave.
Yeah.
He figured destroyed Starscream this week in the comic, so he took over as the leader of the Decepticons. Yes. So that's it.
What's this?
And for our correction department, because we like to stay honest on the qualified. Last week there was a notation of Blackest Night being $107 book for free the old free comic book day. Blackest Night book. It is available for $1.50 to $3. So
I get
well, one might have snuck out there, but if you're looking for this book, you can get it cheaper if you need it.
So I actually won that One Punch
You
Man.
did not. I won.
I won. I said the One Punch Man first.
You
Go
did
back to the
not.
video. Yes, I did.
Somebody
You just copied
send
me.
a clip.
You just copied me. Yes, you copied me a lot, man. So
Yes, did you watch anime? You read Green Lantern and
Listen,
okay,
you
here we go.
Better stop. Listen, that's okay, man. I'm flattered, man. Bruce, thank you, man. Flattered, man. Follow the leader right here. Don't worry, Pat. It's all good, man.
Jedi chastised me
You
for not being spicy enough last week with my 3 for 3. So I tried to be a little spicier this week.
Bring it. Hello.
Ooh,
Deathstalker.
nice.
All right. So first on the list, the Pooh vs. Bambi, #1, the 1 in 20. If you haven't
Oh,
followed Abundanza's work, it is Chabella. It is very beautiful work. So that is the nice Virgin cover. That is the 1 in 20. There's one with the trade dress as well. Second on the list, I'm not going to pass up a Boris Vallejo cover at any time, and that's Deathstalker, which, by the way, is co-written by Slash from Guns N' Roses. So yes, but there's some talent on this book. Tim Seeley is also involved in it as well. So there's some fun covers, but it's hard for me to pass up a Vallejo cover. There's a San Julian cover, a Vallejo cover, or a Frazetta cover that exists. Those are always going to catch my eye. Last on the list for stuff this week is an exclusive, a World Tree #9 exclusive from No Mask Comics Capture Collectibles for C2E2 by Ultra Raw 26. Nice Virgin variant, which is World Tree has had some. There was another cover that I wanted to put from World Tree on here. Then I would have had to put a box over things, and I hate having to put boxes over things, especially boxes over boxes. So this one was also very nice. So went with this one this week. For the future, had to throw up Florida Man #1 is getting a new printing of cover A. It's a hilarious series with some great hilarious covers, and it's some fun reading. So Florida Man's out there, going to be out there again. So if you missed it the first time around, you will have a second bite at the apple. Second on the list, another Abundanza cover, which is beautiful. The Horror and Fantasy Illustrated Plum Island, cover C. And last on our list, this is a Kickstarter. It has about, I think maybe about 7 or 8 days left on it. The Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Fun Time Go. The Zong Brothers cover. This is a hardback, but still relatively reasonable. It mixes everything that's fantastic. Sexy girls, roller derby,
Yes.
rock and roll, and kaijus.
Oh, damn.
So it basically has everything you could possibly want in a comic book.
Really? When is that coming out?
Yeah.
It's coming out soon?
The Kickstarter ends in about 7 days, I believe.
Oh,
So there's about 7 more days to fund it, and then whenever they print it and fulfill it. So
all right.
she's got eyes.
I did have to throw one book up on the pulp marketplace this week just because it was an Alex Schoenberg cover. Schoenberg, famous for his Captain America covers, Fighting Yank covers. Some of the most expensive Golden Age stuff in terms of comics or Schoenberg covers. So it's fun to see a pulp that also has Schoenberg art. So it's nice to note that there's other things out there if you're looking for Golden Age artists. So Fantastic Story magazine 17 from 1953, a 4.0 sold for $499.99. So
is that a Martian?
Yes,
Martian's
that
attack.
is. Yes, it is.
I can't
He's got
do
a funny.
it.
He's got
Sticks do Martian. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Sticks. Sticks is our color guy.
booty everywhere. Yep.
Okay, Sticks.
Jedi, what we got?
Oh shit, we're here already. Oh my god.
Mhm.
All right.
Jeepers.
Mailing it in. So
yeah.
next week will be better, I think, than this week. So sticking with things from well, our childhood, or let's just jump into this. So a 1990 back to school survival kit. It's a Nickelodeon pencil box. Sold for basically, I think, a buy it now, which equates to one bid for $200 back in early February. I don't know if this thing came with all the stickers or if someone just decided to put that. It probably came with these stickers and somebody
They
decorated.
normally used to. I love the Pizza Hut sticker there in the middle.
Yeah, the Pizza Hut I thought was interesting. And then moving on, and then I got a little bit of a discussion point at the end. But somebody needs to tell me what Sanrio Carapi. I'm not even sure what that is. 1995.
Yeah, Sanrio is this company that does Hello Kitty.
Okay, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
1995 pencil box and tool storage case sold for $70 back in early March. So these are things from the 90s that hopefully cost a lot less to buy retail than what they sold, or else this wouldn't be interesting
Probably
at all.
no more than $5.
Yeah.
It's on its
hopefully.
way, Terry. It's on its way.
But what I most found interesting is I kept going through this, and we talked about this, I think, a little bit last week. But there's a 1929 Our Gang or Little Rascals school pencil box sold for $30 mid-February.
Wow.
So obviously I found that interesting that you got some stuff from the 90s, plastic, probably mass produced. I don't know how many survived. That sold for $200 and then $70 there respectively. But you have something from 1929 that has survived wars and garages and
it's almost 100 years old.
All kind of things.
Yeah. It is
And it sold for $29 on a best offer. Now, granted, it's probably not in the best condition, but it's made of cardboard, and I'm sure probably cardboard and cloth, and printed on the Little Rascals on top of it. This surprised me, and the only thing I can think of, and then I'll be quiet, let you guys chime in here. The only thing I can think of for this difference, you have this very, very vintage getting $30, and this not so vintage, but probably by definition vintage stuff from the 90s now demanding a little more, is you just seeing these I'll call them kids from the 90s that are grown up now and have money, and they're getting like the rest of us. When you reach a certain age, you start reaching back to your childhood and good memories, and they're spending their money on this stuff from their childhood, whereas something from 1929 obviously does not have probably any sentimental value to them, despite how old it is. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the fact is that the Little Rascals, it's 100 years old. A lot of people that were around with the Little Rascals kids, most of them aren't around anymore. You got to think about that. We know the Little Rascals for the reruns, but the original people that knew when it was first aired, they're practically gone. The 90s is such a big. The 90s is such a big nostalgia point for a lot of people when it comes to the 90s, and especially Nickelodeon is in the spotlight with all the Epstein Island stuff going on with that too. Hey, it's true.
What?
It is.
It's true.
I'm listening, Dom. I don't know what's going on with everybody else. We're missing something.
Yeah. I'm just saying that Nickelodeon's a big thing, but Nickelodeon has a lot of stuff going on with Nickelodeon right now. So.
Yeah, Nickelodeon is very popular. I think that's got to be it. That there's just people reaching back to their childhood now that they have some expendable.
People buy their nostalgia. That's what they want.
And to your point, Jedi, like our gang, Little Rascals. Who really does remember that? Because it had to be someone our age, or a little older.
Our age, and we only watched it after school, probably.
Styx directed a few episodes.
Yeah, that's how I got my sidetrack.
Styx was the original Spanky.
Well, listen, you got to look at it this way. It's crazy. The 1990s, a lot of the shows that came out in the 90s for that generation actually overtaken the generation of the 80s. So. To be in perspective, when it comes to Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith is more popular now than the Empire Strikes Back, because a lot more '90s kids like Revenge of the Sith. It's.
Yep. Yeah, we unfortunately are no longer the target demo. We are outside of that age group. So.
Yeah, you guys are.
And so are you, man. So shut up. So are you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Some of us, Brucifer, just age more gracefully than the rest of us.
You're on the cracks. You're in the crack of the 50 years old range, man.
Nah, man.
In someone's crack. Yes, you are.
I watched Ren and Stimpy with my kids. That's how old I am.
I watched Ren and Stimpy when I was in high school.
Screw Ren and Stimpy.
Thanks, Ren
and Stimpy was fantastic.
It was.
Powder Toast Man. It's good stuff.
Freaking God. Cat dog.
There's all kinds of good stuff back then. So yeah, I guess it's something to think about if you're a long-term collector and you're thinking, hey, what's going to be hot? There's a level of nostalgia stuff that is a little bit after our time.
It's got me to thinking. It's got me to thinking, and I do this every once in a while. And of course, not a lot of this stuff survived. I mean, PCS moves, from one station to the next. I did a lot of moving around. So we did a lot of spring cleaning and stuff that we didn't feel like needed to make the next trip with us. But one of the things I think is so fun about doing this little segment that we do, especially this one I thought this week, is a lot of people our age or even the generation below ours may have these things like this in their garage that might be worth a little bit of spending money. Little beer money.
Yeah.
They can want to dig them out and go through the trouble of selling it and giving eBay their cut or whatever. But this stuff apparently has value, and it may just be sitting in your garage holding pennies or whatever.
The crazy
or in your parents' basement or attic.
Hit those garage sales.
This stuff is in much better shape than the stuff in the 80s, 70s, and 80s now, if you really think about it, because it's actually much closer to 2000. So if you find something, you might find it in a way better shape.
I know all my kids' stuff is in way better shape than mine stuff ever was, because my kids don't play with anything. They ask for it, they get it, and then it sits there, and they don't touch it. So, I don't know. That's good. I like it. I still can't believe that our gang one only went for $30. If I would have seen it, I would have bought it.
Yeah, I think I might have too.
And you would have paid more money for it too. You would have raised it. You would have.
Yeah, if that was out there for like $40 or $50, I'd be like, I might get that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I liked it. That's
real quick. I want to interject that I'd like to have a lot of our regular chatters to stick around for my trivia. We'll be using the chatters to play our game tonight.
And it's coming up, I believe, right now, Styx.
I think after your last game, we have lost faith in your games.
Oh no, we're gonna take it to a new level. We're taking it to a new level tonight.
I like it that we're calling them chatters now. I like that. I hope it's
chatters. That's what they called them in the 40s.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now we play a game.
Shall we play a game?
All right, Styx. You're gonna have to explain this.
All right.
This brain buster.
All right. So tonight we're doing the qualified Hollywood Squares chat edition. I picked some of our regular chatters to be part of our. And I should have put BK in the middle. BK is definitely our Jim J. Bullock of the group. I missed out on that one. I apologize, BK.
GT is not here tonight.
I saw him in there.
He's
Yeah,
in.
BK's here somewhere.
BK's right there.
He was there.
Yeah, BK's
Yeah.
right there.
He's picking his moments.
He's right there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about GT.
Oh, GT. Oh,
Oh,
Is
GT
Buffy
is
guy
not. I haven't seen GT today. He
What
may
about
be in
Buffy
the
guy?
draft.
I haven't seen
Buffy guy?
GT. He might be the only one not here,
Yeah.
but that's all right. Well, someone will answer for that one. If you go to the rules, I've come up with some quick, easy rules for this. So
Oh my God.
the object of the game is I'm going to give you two covers. You're going to have to name the artist. All right. We'll go in mine. We can go. Joe's doing the slide, so he's not in it. We'll do Jedi, Dom, and then Bruce.
I know anything.
Well, you might. Who knows? You pick the icon associated with the chat. The person that you pick in the chat will have a chance to answer the question for you. If you don't like their answer, you think it's wrong, you can pick your own. If you know it, maybe you already know it, and then maybe they say the wrong thing. So you can go out on your own. If you get it wrong, it goes to the next panelist, so on and so forth. First to three, obviously it's tic-tac-toe. First to three wins, or XO, and then Y. We'll do Y.
Poor Mama Bear.
Come on, you two algorithms, stay with us. Stay with us.
All right, here we go.
Mama Bear can fill in for GT, I guess.
All right, Mama Bear GT.
If she wants to, if GT's not here. So, all right, first up, we'll do Jedi's first. So I got these two covers. Here we got Crimson Nun and the upcoming Aliens versus Avengers cover. Can you name the artist associated with? And if you go back one slide, we should have put that on there. You'll pick a person from the chat to Google for you, I guess. That's
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Okay. I will pick. I'll pick BK.
Alrighty.
Of course
So
you
you'll get about a minute there, BK, and then
a minute.
60 seconds. I think that's fair enough. Then
No,
we'll go.
now, what is my? Am I supposed to try to answer this question?
We'll wait for BK. If BK doesn't say anything, then you can say something. If you know the artist. This could be paint dry, but we'll see.
He has an answer.
Okay. BK says it's Decal.
So you have to
You
either
think this is
agree or
Decal?
disagree with.
You agree or disagree?
Do I agree or disagree?
I'll tell you if it's right or not. And if you get it right, we'll go to the answer.
Well, I don't know who this Decal person is. They probably haven't done very much because I'm sure these covers got them institutionalized because it's anti-American, drawing swastikas. I'm sure they ended up in some institution. This other one, the aliens, it looked like the aliens doing something extremely nasty back there to Avenger.
Jeez.
So I don't know. I will agree with BK that it's Dickel.
Decal.
Decal.
I pronounce it cicada and I pronounce it Dickel.
Okay.
Fair,
I can tell you
fair.
that is not correct. It goes to you. Oh, or we could just we could just do it that way. So the answer is Ribic.
All right,
artist who
so-
drew
Ribic.
those.
So we're giving the chat the O,
Correct.
and if a panel gets it, it'll be an X.
Correct. Yeah, we'll do that way. Good idea.
What if
Even
none
better
of us
than
get
what I
it?
do. All right. Then nobody gets it.
Somebody,
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
All right. All right, Dom.
Okay.
Pick a go ahead back a slide and have Don pick a chat member. Yeah, you can only have to go back one. You could leave it there on the answer one.
Let me see. Hey, is Retrell there? He's up there?
Artrell, I saw Artrell in the chat.
I thought I saw him too earlier.
All right. Let's go to the question.
Maybe Terry, maybe.
Well, we're also open with other chat answers if somebody's not in.
Yeah, if you see an answer you like, you pick it.
Yeah.
All right, so here you have Hex number 12 and DC Comics 2024, The Absolute Power Ground Zero.
Yes, for guessing artist, Mama Bear.
But isn't the artist on top of the cover of Hex?
Not always.
Okay. Just checking.
Sometimes the artist is a writer as well. So yeah, sometimes it is. You're correct. But...
What? How come?
All right, anything from Artrell or anybody? We got Mora. BK said Mora. Cosmic said Mora. Artrell doesn't know. He gave you a question mark there, Dan.
A question mark, okay.
And he gave you a question mark. So you got two Moras. You want to go with Mora? Do you think you might be somebody else? What do you want to do? Yes or no?
No.
What? You know what? I think it might be. You're talking to me. I thought you were talking to chat. I'm looking at
no.
You're
do you agree that it's Mora, or
do
you want to?
I think it's Mora because I think it's right there in front of us.
All righty, and the answer is
Dan Mora.
It is Mora. So
Panel gets the
panel gets an X.
Panel gets a square.
There we go.
There you go.
That's where we're at right now.
All right, Bruce, pick a member from the.
I'm picking Mama Bear.
Yeah, the GT key spot since GT's not here. All right, go on the next two pictures, please.
Which spot are you choosing?
The GT key
GT.
Mama Bear spot.
Yeah.
All righty.
We'll say that.
I thought we were square, BK. I thought we were putting all that behind us.
So here you got the first work is Space Mullet. The recent work, Batman 89 Echoes issue 2. Let's see what we
have at it, Chet.
I'll give them a little bit here. Cosmic says Daniel Johnson.
But Johnson's not on the second one. I can see.
BK also says Johnson.
And these are both the same artist, right?
They're both the same artist. Yep.
Their first work and their latest work.
Yep.
Well, I'm going with Johnson anyway. Daniel Warren Johnson.
All right.
And that would be a
and
good
the
call.
answer is
Daniel
yes,
Warren
it is
Johnson.
Daniel Warren Johnson.
So we get another one. What do we have? We have X's.
Yep.
Right.
X is in.
All right. Look at that.
Right.
Getting close. We're getting close.
There you go. All right.
So who's choosing next there?
Is it my
Yeah,
turn
back to
again?
Jedi. Back to Jedi.
You going with Buffy guy for the win?
Yeah, I got to go for Buffy for the win.
There you
Are they in?
go. Well, we're going with the chat anyway, so it doesn't matter if they're
Anybody in
or
the
not.
second answer.
Yeah. So here we have Star Wars Ashes of Jedi, Star Wars number 38. As the first work. And for the latest work, Ultimate X-Men. This is number 3, I think.
So I'm not allowed to Google. Okay, got it.
We're on the honor system, Jedi. We're on. I'm honored that you're not Jedi.
I'm honest.
We are honest here on Renovision.
Terry Floyd said Howard Johnson.
Isn't that a hotel?
Huh. Yeah.
Used to be a place to eat here. Didn't have a hotel.
Used to have a hotel too at some point. They all turned
Yeah,
they all turned into Hampton Inns.
Yeah, they did.
That's definitely not Mom. I ain't trusting you anymore. That is not Momoko. I may not know who it is, but I know who it ain't.
That's just mean.
Yeah.
Thomas says Harvey. Leftover says Ben
Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
Artrell says LaRocca.
Peach.
Are there any of those ones? Do you think is the answer, or do you want to go on your own, Jedi?
Can I just say none of the above, or do I have to actually say somebody?
I'd like to have something come out as a name, not none of the above. That's kind of a cop out, like pleading the fifth.
You know, I don't know artists. I will. Well, since I can't think of anybody, I will go with Ratrell and say LaRocca. I don't know if that's right, but I'll.
All right, go ahead and reveal the artist for these two covers. And the answer is Pepe Larraz.
We meant Larraz. It was just
I'm sure
Ratrell is a terrible typer. He's a terrible typist.
Yep.
Okay. Don, you want to try that spot again to win?
All right, all right.
I thought it was already an O.
Yeah, there's an O there. You got to work your way across.
All right, Terry, this is for Terry Floyd. Terry, if he's here.
All right.
Terry's still there?
Heading up top.
Yep. Okay, he's here.
What? Did you what?
What?
Nothing.
All right, go ahead and reveal the next couple. There we go. So we got Action Comics number 1057 and Trinity number 4. No, number 1. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
The one on
special.
the left looks familiar.
Yep. All right, Terry.
I mean, if you can see the name on the one cover, it might give it away. It's pretty good up and coming artist that we've talked about him before. Not in detail, but we've mentioned his name a time or two. Someone said Larraz, and we got Scott. Jimenez. Artrell says
I was
Beach.
Googling.
Google. Stop Googling.
Jorge.
Yeah, Jorge. So you got a couple there. You got Scott. You got
Didn't you
Jimenez,
say?
you got Beach.
Didn't you say this one, or did I just mishear you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Which one
Anthony.
of those do you want
Jimenez.
to take down?
Which one? I'll go with Jorge.
Jorge Jimenez.
All righty.
All right. And yes, it is Jorge
Nice.
Jimenez.
There you go.
Good job. Good job,
Yep.
chap.
We got a X in a place that doesn't help us.
Nope.
Who's next? We're going. I'll keep.
I'll go with Cosmic One.
Okay.
Center Square.
Yes.
Tom, you have failed. What I failed? I said Jorge. Jimenez.
I might have. Did I put the wrong one down here? God damn. Well, the other one is.
Yeah, this is Jimenez, right?
Yeah,
The
this
first
is
one is Jimenez.
I put the wrong one in there.
There'll be a correction slide for next week.
Yes.
Spider-Punk is definitely the one.
Strike 2.
So you were looking at the one on the right
So
hand
yeah,
side.
just look at the Spider-Punk. Six failed again. I'll see my way out.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. That's it. All right.
Cosmic has Capel in there.
I'm going with Capel
Copium.
with Cosmic.
There we go.
All right, here we go. And yes, it is.
And
Oliver.
indeed, it is.
Yeah.
It's not bingo yet?
And as that is the sixth and last one, we are all losers.
Is this over yet? Oh.
That's all.
Yes.
What?
Well, I was hoping it would been a little easier because of the chat Googling. It didn't work out right.
Well, if somebody would have picked the middle square, we could have went for the win. I'm not gonna say who.
We're gonna make a hat of shame to wear for next week.
All right. Well, thank you for playing.
This was a beta.
Yeah, with a beta test. It's definitely a test. I'll work on it. We'll work on it.
That's right. Just like
Styx will he'll take it back to the laboratory.
Back to the what is it?
Styx, you idiot!
What's it called? A certain division, or whatever division is.
Thank you, Styx.
Build things.
All right. Well, we've had quite a break for a while without a toy segment. So Dom has been nice enough with Styx to put together some new release toys.
Sorry,
let's do this. Pricing may vary, but that's okay. Let's go.
All right, first on the list, a little Star Wars.
All right,
I'm sure you'll be getting a lot more insight into these Star Wars characters on Sunday.
Yes, and so May the 4th is coming up pretty soon, and they had a special thing in Hong Kong. Introduced the
Strike three, guys. We're done.
So
we're done.
We have anybody who played video games, played The Force Unleashed. Hot Toys is coming out with Lord Starkiller, and I am friggin' happy as a friggin' goddamn pig and shit. I can tell you that because I am a huge Starkiller fan. Starkiller is my favorite Jedi, and this is definitely pre-ordered already. Boom.
You played the game?
What? I played the game. I played everything, man. Starkiller is my shit.
Oh, you just watched the game?
No, I played the game. So don't.
You just watched the cutscenes.
I played the game.
I watched the cutscenes. I didn't play the game.
You haven't
I
seen
like
the
the cutscenes.
Really?
I still have the game. So
yes. And anybody who's a Darth Revan fan, I'm not as big a Revan fan as I am a Starkiller fan, but it's still badass. They got a hot toy made of Revan, and I pre-ordered that already. That's definitely the two that I'm getting right there. And if anybody's familiar with the comic books and Dr. Aphra, you got BT1. So you only have BT1 coming out. 000 is not far behind. So 000 was dropped, and the unfortunate thing with 000 was it was limited to 2,000 pieces, and it sold out in a heartbeat.
Was BT1 as well?
No, BT1 was just a regular order.
Regular order.
So a lot of people were not buying it because they knew that 000 was coming out, so they were going to buy it after they got 000. But now that 000 was a 2,000 piece limit, it kind of sucks because 285 times 3.
It's kind of a dumb business move, isn't it? Because if you can't get 000, why get BT1? They're a tandem.
Exactly.
So it's kind of stupid now to think about it.
So between 3 and 4 times what it came out. So missed out. I was like 2,400 in the queue, and when it got to me, it was sold out. No.
Is this anything you would have gotten, Jedi, or C-3PO collection?
No, this isn't C-3PO.
But it's still a protocol droid.
It's still
but I mean, BT was 000 was kind of cool when he first came out, but then when he tried to become a crime lord and stuff, he got kind of boring.
I just figured.
So they also dropped a regular Stormtrooper. If people love the armor build, Stormtrooper with a piece of the Death Star, like a little corner piece, which is actually pretty cool. The stand is actually
a wall sconce.
Yeah, the wall, exactly. So they dropped that, and then they dropped a chrome clone Commander Cody, which is just plain chrome. Which
that's interesting to me that they did that, but
and I'm telling you, so. The last 4 years, I've seen what they dropped the few days, like the month of April going into May 4th. And so far this month, this drop for 2024 has been a total total greatness because they've dropped so much stuff, especially Starkiller and Revan really made it happen. So we're all waiting for what's going to come out on May 4th. I'm thinking we're going to get something from Phantom Menace, the 25th anniversary. So I kind of think that we might get a new sculpted Darth Maul and maybe a.
One dropped today. I won't say who it was that dropped, but
we'll save that one for Sunday.
Yeah, save it for Sunday, Dom.
Yeah.
You're getting you in trouble, Dom.
What
the fuck is this?
These aren't dropping until 2025, but so apparently these are 7-inch Cowboys, the Mu of Mesa.
Yeah, Cowboys of Mu Mesa.
Cowboys of Mu Mesa.
Mu Mesa.
It was a
There
cartoon.
was a video
back
game,
in
there
the
was a
early
TV
90s.
show, there was a comic book.
I saw the TV show, the cartoon.
They were all a big pile of bullshit.
Yeah.
That game was amazing. All right, it's a side scroller shooter. All right,
They have a lot of accessories that come with them, but would you buy these or these nostalgic enough to buy? Would you?
No.
I mean, I personally wouldn't. Maybe if you're a fan,
I don't know what it is.
of
Never heard
the
of it.
brand, because I don't know.
the cows
is
that
this-
were cowboys.
It
Is this
was a
the
short-lived
first
show. I
time?
mean, no question. But I mean, this is the stuff that I would watch on Saturday mornings, even if it was short-lived. You'd always watch whatever was on Saturday morning.
So
Is this
my
the
mistake?
first time you've gotten characters of
Yeah.
of these? So
Yeah, this is the first time they've had toys.
Yeah.
and probably the last.
Well, you know what? All kidding aside, if you collect the Thundercats, you collect those, so that's kind of cool to go in your Thundercat, or maybe Brave Star. If you have Brave Star, because back in the day, Brave Star was the thing, and
I do like
Galaxy Rangers.
Yeah.
They never came out with Galaxy Ranger toys. Actually, there's a Kickstarter that somebody's dropping off. They had a couple of Galaxy Ranger toys, but they're dropping new ones. But anyway, if you're into this, it's $34.95 per figure. If you're into this.
At least it's reasonable.
I just take the rope.
So
The rope.
Mondo is coming out with a 1/6 scale Bane, that animated series. Hey, look, I love the Batman animated series. I thought that was revolutionary, and I know that sometimes in toys it might not translate as good as the cartoon, but this is pretty badass. I like this.
These
But-
toys have been really nice.
I don't click Batman. That's the freaking thing, but it's fully articulated. It comes with other hands. It comes with a additional head. It comes with the stand, the dumbbell.
I like it. I don't think I could spend.
Yeah, the price 220 and
245.
245.
So the 220, the one on left is standard. The other one is was a timed edition.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what timed meant, but
Well, time
you
means
get
that it was a limited time piece that they dropped. If you missed out, that's it.
you get an extra. You get 2 extra heads. You get a mask and that
Yeah.
other head. That's all that one gets extra.
But that's kind of cool. I'd rather have this one with the head, the extra
Yeah,
head.
for the
because
extra
that's the space.
$25. Why not?
Yeah, because think about it. If I'm gonna get the timed edition, but that sold out quick. That one. The other one is still is up for grabs now. But yeah. So if they have a Batman too, that's made by the same company. So if you get the Batman, you might want to get this.
Yeah.
See, there goes Batman right there. So you got a mini comic version Trapjaw, which is 1/6 scale. Trapjaw, Master of the Universe.
It's a nice trap jaw.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
This one's a really nice one. Yeah.
I actually have the Hordak.
Quackers.
I have the Hordak that dropped. I have that. So that's as far as the He-Man
That's
stuff
pretty
goes.
reasonable, Terry Floyd, for two heads.
Two heads better than one.
Get a two for
What show am I on?
So Batman, they got the Batman figures. You got Batman, the noir version, which is a 1/6 scale. You got the Mr. Freeze and the Joker. So all from the animated series, which I'm telling you, man, I should have got into the animated series. I should toy wise. I love the cartoon, but I never really got into the toys.
Yeah, in the 90s they had a good run with the what was it? Was it Toy Biz that did the?
Yeah.
And they were nice. I mean, these ones are obviously a little better than those.
And they're more expensive, but the fact
a
is
little
that
more expensive as well.
Yeah. Well, time
More
goes
collectible.
on.
they're more collectible.
Expensive. Not everything costs a nickel anymore. So.
But you can't get extra head for $25 with these.
Yeah, where are you going to get extra head for $25?
Exactly.
I agree.
And it's 12 inches too.
Tom loves his 12 inches.
So these dropped already. These came out like about a week ago. They're up for pre-order now, all of them. So you have Superior Spider-Man, you have Ghost Rider, a Jedi. I thought of you when I saw the Ghost Rider because it's on a bike. Pretty cool. You got Scar, Son of Hulk. You got the Luke Cage and the Iron Fist.
And those are a 2-pack.
Yeah, you have Warbird and you have Wolverine.
Is it a power pack?
What? 2-pack, yeah.
If they make power pack, they better make that damn horse.
They're gonna make the whole pack, the whole thing together, power pack.
Yeah.
So
I want to just say I was a little worried because I initially I didn't recognize that name to go with her as Warbird.
Wasn't it the Songbird?
No.
Because did she become the Dark Avengers? No. It's not Carol Danvers. It's what's the name who became the version, Norman Osborn's version of Captain Marvel. Yeah. All
right.
So I don't know. They changed the name. What Warbird? Is it Warbird or Songbird? It was Songbird.
It's Warbird.
It must be Warbird. That's what they named it.
She changed the name in the 90s.
Okay.
To Warbird.
Warbird. Okay.
You can't go wrong with the Wolverine.
Yeah, no, that Wolverine's nice.
Oh, there we go. We got all the action.
Yeah, well, the
action. Get some action poses. It'll show
Ghost Rider looks badass, man. Jedi, Ghost Rider.
$50.
$50.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist are $50. Warbird 24. Scar is 40. Superior Spider-Man is 30.
Moonstone Dark Avengers. Thank you, BK. Thank you.
And Wolverine's $25.
Ghost Rider looks like he's riding through some Orange Crush.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's got the. Well, yeah, it's that.
The Superior Spider-Man is actually badass.
Sherbert.
Some creamsicle. Okay, some creamsicle.
Yep.
Back on there.
Although I guess it helps it stand up a lot better there.
Yep.
If you have it sitting in the fire.
Now this is bad. I have this drop. If you really want an articulating Megatron that transforms to a tank, this is one of the best concept art Megatron. Well, the best Megatron that actually dropped, fully articulated and pretty badass. You know, I just like maybe a month ago I got this.
Okay.
And this was supposed to be Megatron in the Bumblebee movie when they had on Cybertron. They never showed him. It was like concept art that never happened. So
yep.
Yeah, it's a sharp transformer. Decent price.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I don't like that they have him turning into a tank and not the gun like it should be, but being a tank, you know what? There's a long line of him being transformed into a tank anyway. So
yeah,
I'm all right with it.
Generation 2, he became the tank.
Yeah,
it became the tank in Generation 2. So they had to change it because of gun reasons.
Oh yeah.
Have a gun.
Don't want our kids to be wielding guns, I guess. Yeah, good on them.
But it's still badass.
Run around with Megatron.
Yeah. Yep. They just got like I said, you think that's bad. They got a really badass. They got another badass Megatron that just dropped. Now, this is the Tidal Wave. This is like the 4th version of Tidal Wave that was made in toy wise because he was made for the Armada series, the Armada Transformer series, and he was also made in I think Generation 2, but it was smaller. But this is Titan class. This is huge.
This is huge.
This is freaking huge. This is like a 1/6. This is like 15 inches, man. 15.
Yeah, if you know who Triptychon is, he's probably as tall as that. As far as toy wise.
Triptychon and Metroplex.
Metroplex, yep.
Yeah.
Big transformer.
Ultra Maximus or Fortress Maximus.
It's just the thing is where to look. These things are huge. The room. It's all about room. If you collect Transformers,
gotta have room.
This is crazy. But yeah.
Don't
worry, it'll be in Ollie's one day. Maybe. I doubt it. So was it Mayfex? Mayfex came out with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. $83, fully articulated. and it does look like Tobey Maguire.
It does.
Right?
Yeah, except it looks like Tobey Maguire trying to take a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Expression
Right.
on his face.
But it's pretty cool. If you're into this, if you like Spider-Man and you want to buy the Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Right
have they done the Tom Holland and the
I think they got the
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield
too. They got the Andrew Garfield one too, I believe. But this is the last one. I think they have the other two that came out already. This is the one that we're waiting for. Tobey Maguire.
Nice.
All right. Which one is this? The Mayfix. Yeah, okay.
This is another Mayfix.
Okay. The Forlom. I didn't see this. That's probably you found this. Styx. Where'd you find this? How'd you find this?
Japan.
Yeah, well, this is on the website that I had told you about, the
okay.
toymaker.com.
Yeah, I didn't see this. Oh yeah, but this looks pretty badass too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a bounty hunter collector, it's
always cool.
One you got to have.
It's always cool to have a another type of figure, that go into your collection.
Pair him up with Zuckus, and you'll be all set.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a Dengar kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone likes,
All right, so they have IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael and Donatello, V2 figures, 31 points of articulation.
Wow,
that's really cool articulation, and they're based off of the IDW run of Turtles.
Yeah, these are the latest in the wave. They also have Rat King and the other two Turtles, and I think they have Casey Jones coming out soon as well.
Nice,
it's nice packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is pretty sweet.
The packaging is awesome, man. That's why I keep a lot of stuff in boxes and in packaging, because I like the packaging. It lets some stuff free.
I will tell Pete that the nice thing about this is you can open up the front and it
has the window.
It's got a window in it. It's got a window in it. So
all is right in the world.
There you go. Wait, you know what's even righter? When the plastic windows in the front is not covered. That's when all's right in the world.
I'm all right with them having a book style. I'm all right with that. At least you can see what's in there. At least you can see it's not a giant potato in there.
And listen, there's a lot of turtle stuff on the horizon. We have
I don't know.
Talking movies, got a new animated series, new comics. And this is for Brucifer, but he just disappeared. So you have McFarlane's Next Wave. You have Ambush Bug, Booster Gold, and Mr. Freeze. Now you see, retail is $29.99, and I keep saying the fact is that what's the difference between this plastic and the plastic that Hasbro uses to make their toys?
Absolutely none.
There's no difference. Plastic is plastic.
It's one part extra carbon.
Gouged prices on their figures. When McFarlane, McFarlane came out with a 7-inch Batman figure and the Batmobile, $70. But you have to pay $400 for a HasLab for 3.5-inch figures. Why is that? That's what I'm trying to say. So
Hasbro always seems to make stupid decisions.
Yeah, they make stupid because they're greedy, and that's why they're doing things. So you have this Joker and Punchline. They dropped this $39.99. It's on Amazon Entertainment Earth, and I believe this is the first Punchline figure.
Then you get the little art germ
card
in the back there.
As
well. Might be the second, but from McFarlane, this is the first.
Yep. Yeah. So this is a special sketch edition. You have Brainiac, you have Ghost, you have Superman and Earth 2 Superman. What I like this gimmick, the sketch color gimmicks. I do like this.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like I see them and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I look at them more and I'm like, I don't really like it. And then I like it in the box.
You keep these in the package and you put them away. You just keep it in the package.
Yeah.
Is it?
I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the execution.
Fans, I think you get the Val-Zod Superman and then the and his group of villains there. So I like
Ghost
it.
Of Zod.
The black and white is a little off-putting, I guess, a little bit. I mean, but like Joe said, sometimes it'll be you look at it and go, that's cool. And then sometimes you look at it and go, why did I buy that?
Yeah, the more you stare at it, the weirder it looks. But at first glance, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
What do you think about that, Brucifer?
Nah, I don't like them.
You saw the punchline in Joker?
Yeah, I still don't like them.
What about Ambush Bug, Booster Gold, and
I don't like the black and white.
You don't like the black and white at all?
No.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, they're trying something different. I guess
it's nice to see a Val Zod character.
They did this. They did this with the Turtles. They had the sketch version of the Turtles.
Yeah,
Nick did it.
Yeah,
and so
Funko did a set like that too. So
yeah. So you have some more McFarlane's Batman Earth 2, Infected, Darth Metal Nightmare Edition. You have what's his face? Mr.
Sazaz.
What about these, Brucifer?
Not moving the dial for you.
We like the gold Batman.
The Batman Infected? Earth 2 Infected? It's pretty cool.
I don't care about Zaz.
They're ready for Mardi Gras Batman.
So it's a Batman Who Laughs version. So I like that.
It seems like a interesting pick. I mean, not one I would pick. I don't know who he is, but
Mr. Zaz does look like Cody Rhodes. He does.
She does. That's funny.
So these are the
new style page punchers, and I like these ones better than the old.
Because they're smaller. They're small figures. These are the 3.5-inch figures.
Yeah, these are the 7-inch ones.
These are the 7-inch ones on the 7-inch scale.
These are 7-inch ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Ghost of Krypton.
So these will all come with the book too.
Yeah, the books and behind them.
Yeah, sometimes those books. Well, I mean, they're always beat to hell from the packaging.
They won't value some of those.
But sometimes
if you can get them in like a mint copy, get a graded 10, 9, whatever it is, and 9.8, they will be worth something.
Yeah.
If they have it in a good sheath where you can just kind of go,
and
not have it taped hell in there, you got to pull the whole box apart to get it out of there. It'll be all right. I like these figures. I thought again we get another Val Zod.
I wish they do more page punchers. I wish they would crank out more of those because it's a good way to get people into comics as well. Kids.
Look, that's the thing too. $24.99. Look, McFarlane has cheap prices on their stuff. Why can't Hasbro do the same thing?
I don't know.
Hasbro's awful.
I don't know. They're their first appearance. I don't know. It Styx.
They're all reprints.
Oh, reprint.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to know if
they're all reprints,
comics in the books. Like they put the book in there.
They're reprints, but a lot of times reprints.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that
their own value.
2099 one that was in the back of that package.
Oh,
that shot up. Like
which one?
The Spider-Man 2099.
Oh,
yeah, that's the Toy Biz.
Yeah, Toy Biz.
Yeah, I think there's only one that's actually worth something, and that's the Flashpoint, the foil cover. It was a con exclusive.
Okay. All right, so Mesco Toys, they always have some nice figures that they make. So you got Captain America, you get the Silver Age Captain America.
You get a lot of hands with that. You can have Captain America give somebody the shocker. That's nice.
I know, right? Hey, you got 3 heads and a bunch of hands.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, where's AOA? Perfect for AOA. I wonder if AOA is gonna pick that up. I'm sure he will. It's his boy, Captain America.
It's a good old school Cap. I like when they try to go back and try to do the Silver Age.
Yeah. Here we go. Monster Arts, SH Figure Arts. You know, Godzilla Kong evolved. You know, Godzilla is getting a lot of love when it comes to toys. You never had this many Godzilla things when I was growing up.
No, they were few and far between.
Yeah. I mean, that needs to glow in the dark or light up.
Yeah.
It's just the straight up pink is a little. Make it light up, or at least glow.
Yeah. All right, so Super Sevens, you know, they have their version of Transformers, which don't transform, but they are just a regular, action figure. They have changeable heads, hands, and stuff like that, and
untransformers.
Yeah, untransformers. So this is Megatron Generation 2. We're talking about the tank. So this is a special edition Megatron that's dropping. It's $54.99. I got the Soundwave over there.
Too much for this.
But it's, people always say if it doesn't transform, what I have to call it a transformer.
Yeah.
It's
only like 5, maybe 7 points of articulation.
Yeah.
The head moves, the hand rotates a little bit, the arms bend at the joint.
Based off the
legs
comic.
kind of wobbled back and forth. It's not
so Super 7 has, Super 7 has the rights to Transformers and G.I. Joe, and they have the rights to make the cartoon and comic book versions of the other figures, not the stuff that Hasbro's doing, but anything that's comic book or cartoon.
Yeah.
And they're doing so word on the street is that the Joes are getting the O-rings back, so they're gonna have fully posable Joes because they have the Joes with the 5 points articulation, but they're gonna make posable Joes, and that's coming soon. And that's gonna be the line all based off a cartoon and comic. The Transformers, they're in negotiation talking about that they might be making transforming Transformers because of the comics and cartoons. So they might get that license, but that might be another year or two, depending on how that goes. But for now, this is it. So speaking about Hasbro, here we go. You got the Tiger Force with Wreckage, Tiger Paw ATV,
Billy Strings,
$54.99. This is pretty cool. The classified series from G.I. Joe and Hasbro has been one of the greatest additions that they've had.
It's been one of the few Hasbro bright spots.
Exactly.
Is G.I. Joe stuff.
So they're actually showing more love for G.I. Joe than they've shown Star Wars. So the detail and articulation and what they make the figures, they're doing a great job. They're giving them vehicles, they're getting stuff, and there's no vehicles for Star Wars. I know because everything's huge in Star Wars, all the freaking ships, you can't make things, but you could do small little like ships, little things that can
space
fit.
Horses.
Yeah, exactly, space horses. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I like the fact that they go into all the usurped characters. Wreckage was a character that barely had any screen time or comic book time, whatever it was.
Right.
And
to me, G.I. Joe always had the best accessories with the toys.
Definitely. So here's some more Super 7. These are the 5 point articulation. So this is the Tiger Force. So you got another Destro. You got there's a Destro. You got the Sabretooth, and you have the Sabretooth. So it's no Sabretooth is his name, and then you got a Snow Serpent. For like people who love the comic, like I said, and the cartoon, I love the card backs because they're reminiscent of the old Joe card backs back in the day.
Right.
And that's the reason why you buy these, because of the card back, the art.
Yeah, the figures aren't the best, but if you're leaving them in, if you're leaving them on card, it's they're decent.
Yeah.
I think I have some Reflection.
Yeah.
I think I have some Rocky.
Hasbro had these on their website. It was a 4-pack, which I couldn't figure out until I read it, because it was only 3 figures. I'm like, why is it a 4-pack? The 4-pack came with 2. It came with an extra Snow Serpent.
Thank you, Kevin.
So
and
that was it was $55.
Like back to what I was saying with Hasbro. Hasbro's starting to source out their stuff, so they source out their IPs that other companies are able to do their version. So Hasbro's still making money, regardless of the fact that how much other companies that are doing their products are selling, they're still making money. And if Hasbro is really smart, they source out all their IPs and don't make toys ever again. But we'll see.
All right, last few slides here.
All right, so we had they had the C2E2 that was this weekend. And
is that a Poochie? Is that a Poochie in there? That's fantastic.
Yeah, so basically they had this bundle for $238 because people who can't get to the con, the whole bundle of all the things. The main attraction was the Freddy Funko and Freddy, the Freddy photo, which is the dog, and the first appearance of Fanny Funko, the female. So these things sold out ASAP because it's the first Fanny Funko. So And I'm kind of upset because I thought my brother was going to go because they have a pin company called Punch Chewy, a pin company. They had a Boba Fett T-shirt that was limited edition. That was you could only get at the con, and
they'll show up somewhere.
I don't know.
But yeah, so these sold out, but there's still some stuff on this website if you want to go.
Yeah,
like individual stuff. But
I'm not a Funko fan, but I might have to get that Poochie. I'm just a big Simpsons.
Which one? The Poochie, the photo?
The Poochie. The second row down.
The Rockin' Dog.
Oh,
those
okay.
ones are all the one, the 2 lines on the top. Those are all on Funko.com.
Yeah.
And you got the GameStop exclusives that are the Toy Story, Kung Fu Panda, and Green Lantern for Target. Books a Million got that Pokemon, and Box Lunch got the Jiminy Cricket.
The Iron Man, him half suit, half Iron Man. That actually is pretty cool the way they did it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, with the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So everybody knows I'm a Stitch fan. So they're coming out with a line of Stitch in costume.
Creepy.
I know, in costume. So Sashir Cat from Alice in Wonderland, they're making so he's disguised as the cat, and they have a whole bunch of other ones coming out too. It's a crazy concept, but it actually works. And
if you buy this, you know you're going on some type of watch list. If you buy this, you know that.
Yeah,
it's like,
I'm gonna buy it.
You got a watch list.
Come on, man! I like Stitch. Oh, boy.
All right.
it's like drag queen Stitch, man.
Slay Queen, slay.
Yeah. So they dropped this Deadpool and Wolverine from the movie. These are the first pops from the Deadpool movie, and they're up for pre-order now.
That's not bad. Those will probably be sought after.
Yeah, the Wolverine, like, if I collect the Wolverine, there's a whole bunch of Wolverines, more than Boba Fett pops. I can tell you that. But thank God.
And there's more Deadpool pops.
Yeah.
Than
Deadpool's coming out with a whole line, a whole new line of Deadpool stuff coming out again. Yeah. So the Dark Knight Returns. They're doing the comic cover. Dark Knight Returns. Earth exclusive, glows in the dark. So if you like the Dark Knight Returns, this is pretty cool. Frank Miller, get it autographed by Frank Miller. You go to a con.
Is somebody going to hold his hand while he writes his name?
I know, right? If his autograph signature is just as bad as his drawing these days, it's gonna. But
it's at least it's a posed.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So that's
it glows in the dark too. So when you shut the lights off, you have a little night light.
Yeah, I'm not turning the light off. Put you in the room. Definitely not.
And so they're coming out with the Joker War Batman figures. So everybody, Clown Hunter, Batwing. You have the Joker War Batman. You have the Signal. You have Batgirl, Cassandra Cain, and Spoiler. So DC fans are getting a lot of love with some pops because they don't make a lot of DC pops.
Yeah, I don't. Have they made a Clown Hunter before?
No.
The
first one. This is like the first time they made a couple of these. I think Batwing. I think they made a Batwing before, but Clown Hunter, I think Spoiler, and the Signal of Brent. I know they made a Batgirl Cassandra before.
Yeah, I like the Signal one.
Good night, Brogo.
Take care, bud.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you very much, Dom.
And thank you, Styx. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having the segment. Hopefully, we can do maybe a shortened one down the road. A couple of things. A little long, but I'm glad that I brought back the toy segment because people like toys.
You'll be getting a phone call Monday, tomorrow, actually, from someone.
Oh, he's gonna.
That wasn't my show.
He has to sober up first, then someone will tell him it was on. Get it like 3 days later. All right. So tonight for the spotlight, I wanted to go through 3 artists that you might be familiar with, might not be familiar with, but they've been putting out some really good stuff lately. I gave you kind of a variety. Got one artist who does not have much stuff out there, who's a newer artist. I got one person who has a fair amount of things out there that you can kind of fish through, but not a huge catalog of work. And then one person who has a lot of work out there since 91, but has just been absolutely killing it lately. So we will start with the least amount of work out there first with Armin Akopian. Armin Akopian is a amazing artist. He's done a lot of work with illustrating like video game art for things like Street Fighter and stuff like that. Comic wise, most of his work is found on Kickstarter nowadays, but that heavy metal Tarna #3 is his first cover out there. So if you're one that likes to chase first covers, that Tarna out there is a good book to have. And I don't believe they make heavy metal anymore. I remember they sold out all the stock of heavy metal when the company kind of went under. So it's a good one, and it's still a findable book out there. He's been doing a lot of stuff with Jamie Tyndall lately on the Devil's Misfits series. All of those covers are fantastic that he does. He is quite talented, to say the least. He knows how to draw a lady.
Yes.
He's also putting something out, Double Impact. This cover right now was only available through the Kickstarter, not on Black Ops website. So you had to get this cover through the Kickstarter. This is a cover that is coming soon through Cheeky Comics on Kickstarter. And I just had to throw up some Leia art that he did.
Well, that's a nice Leia piece.
That's just good Leia.
It's beautiful.
Like I said, he doesn't have a lot of stuff out there, but he is starting to get a good bit of Kickstarter work. So if you're looking for up-and-coming artists that, at some point might make the leap to a Marvel or a DC cover here and there, he's definitely somebody who has the chops for it. Next on our list, Mark Aspinall. He's been doing a lot of stuff, and his catalog of stuff is it's somewhat limited. He's done a lot of Buffy covers and things like that. But his first cover there is that Hard Case Crime Triggerman. If you're looking for his work, a lot of his work is more kind of pulp type art on covers.
I do like Aspinall a lot.
But his work on that Alien series from 2022 was fantastic. The Aspinall covers on those are fantastic. Got a nice little Queen homage there.
All right. I see a little fellow.
Thor cover is beautiful. He did have a Gun Honey cover, which is nice. You had a Rogan Gambit. Everyone loves Rogan Gambit. Nice. This is what, a Thing homage. A Thing homage on Wild's End.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not Disney Plus. They don't love Rogan Gambit.
No.
Not at all.
This What If Dark, the Spider-Gwen incentive was really nice.
It's a good cover.
It's a really, really good cover. It's one of the better Gwen covers that's out there. He did a lot of stuff for Stranger Things series as well, and had a handful of covers on there. He did one of the covers for Fantastic Four Life Story, as everyone's talking about Life Story #1 now for the movie spec. Most recently, he did this the Batman, the First Night series in the DC Black Label with these really cool pulp covers. Also had a 120.
Well, Joe, you got them all?
I have First Night, all of his Aspinwall stuff that he's doing, and this one just came out second print as well. It's the same cover with just a different trade dress, and that Avengers Inc. is also an incentive. A lot of the covers that he ends up doing end up being incentive covers for Marvel and stuff like that. I do have this Avengers Inc. one. It's a good cover. And last on our list is Dan Panosian. I always forget how long he has been around in the industry. But his earliest work, he used to do a lot of inking work early on as well. But his first two covers is this this Avengers Annual 21, which I used to a lot of times see this and like, I thought that was Ron Lim. But because Ron Lim does work in that book as well. So this whole Citizen Kang storyline, you get a couple Dan Panosian covers. So if you're going way back to try to find some of his earlier stuff, you got to go back to 91 to go back and find it. But it's kind of fun to see these guys that kind of start out in the 90s, and you get to see their work kind of evolve over the years until they just become just complete and utterly badass. Because you got some people whose art never really progresses, Liefeld, and it always looks the same. But then you do get artists that start off with this kind of 90s style. And like I said, after a handful of these covers, he did a lot of inking on covers. But when he really started going in doing covers again, this Irredeemable series is great. There's some really great covers on this. This Star Wars Legacy WonderCon incentive or exclusive is always a sought after book. Lord of Mars, great cover. He did one of the steampunk series for the Superman Wonder Woman.
Love that cover.
The Grindhouse cover, the Bride of Blood, was great. The Movement cover, also good. And you can see how his work is progressing and getting away from that 90s style. Great Jonah Hex cover. I always have to throw in the Jonah Hex cover. He did do a handful of covers on the Conan Red Sonja crossover, which was nice. Did nice Harley. It's a good Magneto cover as well. If you're a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's a really cool kind of retro cover there for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Good Venom Space Knight cover as well. And very nice Justice Society.
Speaking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Chloe Bennett is Quake is going to be at Philadelphia at the Fan Expo.
Yeah, I've seen she's been making the circuit lately, which is good. I really wish they would bring her back in somehow into the MCU.
I want her to be Dr. Aphra.
She'd be a decent Aphra. I'd like her as Aphra.
She's Asian heritage. She's half Asian.
Well, they fit Aphra into the current movie slates.
Maybe not the movie slate, but maybe the current
I don't know.
the time on the Mando timeline, because she's a little bit older, because she was actually in the New Hope timeline. She was like 22 years old, 23. Luke was like 19, so she's older than Luke. So she'd be like in her 30s now in the Mando timeline. You know, if they do bring her in, that'd be a perfect time to bring her in.
I'd rather see a throwback series where it has nothing to do with the Mandoverse at all, and she could just go do her adventures, and that would be fun. He also did a Deadpool Secret Wars cover as well. I always forget this cover exists out there. There were a handful of those Deadpool Secret Wars covers.
I like that. Hey, DeGrasse, you going to Phil? You going to a Fan Expo? I'll be there.
You got a nice Batwoman cover as well. I always there's not that many issues of that, but I always forget about Gotham City Garage. It's there's some really good covers for Gotham City Garage. This Daredevil cover, this Daredevil run has been heating up for the for Daredevil spec for the TV show,
because he's supposedly the bad guy.
Yeah.
In the Born Again saga, the Born Again series.
And then because Conan, you can make Conan books, but just don't call them Conan. So you get a lot of Sumerian books. Did a nice cover here on Frost Giant's Daughter. You got an awesome I like Hawkman covers. Very nice Bermuda cover for IDW. That's a winner. I think that was a con exclusive. But it's a really sweet cover. When Marvel still had Conan, he threw a Conan cover on there as well. Got a nice Elektra cover. The Dawn Attack cover from Opus is nice. Opus is always harder books to find after they come out, so that's always a winner. He did a lot with the Alice Never After series. If you were a Noctera fan, it was a good series. I enjoyed it. I did a cover for Noctera as well, and for the Magic Order, if you're a Mark Mylar fan.
That's pretty cool.
I did a nice ratio on Catwoman.
I like that meow, meow, meow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I have that one. It's
and she purrs. Purr.
Yeah, it's a cool cover. One of my favorite covers is this World's Finest Teen Titans cover. Is one of the better Teen Titans covers.
Yes, that actually reminds me of something out of the 70s.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Like the Kids from Caper. Remember the TV show Kids of Caper back in the 1970s?
Oh, yeah.
Or late 70s. The Kids from Caper, they like sing. They have like, it's like a video, it's a TV show and they have like singing in it, this and that. Kind of like the Partridge Family type of thing. Look it up, the Kids from Caper.
More recently, he did the Fire and Ice Tiger cover. There's also a sketch version of this, a black and white sketch version, and a Virgin 1 in 10 of this.
You have that cover, Jeff?
Yes, I have the trade dress and the Virgin. I don't have the sketch, but I have the 1 in 10. And
I like the skulls. Girls with bikinis and skulls.
He's been you're gonna see more skulls soon. He's hitting up the skulls pretty good. Then you got the Savage Red Sonja. He has a cover on all of them, but this was just it was a stunning cover.
I know. No one's that old. I know I'm that old.
You are that old.
Old with a young at heart, man. I can tell you that.
Dynamite is reissuing these. These are coming out. These Savage Red Sonja, the sketch covers of those production ones. They're coming out after. They're about $50 each, but they are really sharp. They're not black and white. They almost have a bit of a patina on them. It's almost a cream color, but they're really sharp. He's doing a cover on the new Dick Tracy book. Mad Cave doing Dick Tracy and Flash Gordon.
Gotcha, man.
Highly recommend. Gotcha, man. I highly recommend those series from.
I like
Mad
that
Cave.
book, The Blood Brothers Mother.
Yeah, it's that's a distillery title, so it's oversized, but that's a fold out cover as well. It's a really, really sharp cover.
Yeah.
And this Wolverine cover on this Black Panther, this was a little surprise as well. I had pre-ordered it, just not thinking about it. And when I got it, I was very, very surprised. It's really pretty.
The 50th anniversary cover, yeah, right? 50 years.
Yep.
Damn.
That Phantasma is number one. It's a gorgeous cover. That's Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmieri's paper films line that they sell through Kickstarter. So that one is going to be coming soon. The Kickstarter was funded all the way already, so I believe that one should be out and about in the wild soon. He's also going to have a nice Vampirella cover that's coming out. I think I hadn't seen him do really that much Vampirella before, but
That's a pretty nice cover too.
That's sharp. I mean, I think he might have done a couple earlier on Vampirella covers, but
he gave her very pointy nips.
Yeah, for how good his work is now, it's one I'll be picking up.
Phone in 1980.
And then this series, Greaser, it's just a really fun cover as well.
Gemini Blues.
Yeah. So, and the last two, he is going to have a Jackpot and Black Cat cover. I can't help but buy those. The series isn't really worth reading, but they just keep giving me some decent covers here and there. But and I had to throw the Power Girl in there. That's still one of my favorite covers this year. For a Pinotion cover. So, and that's what we got this week. Just 3 artists to keep an eye out for.
Yay.
Dan Pinotion's been killing it with everything that he's been putting out. So,
decent boob window. Yes.
Keep an eye out. That's a fantastic boob window. All right, Big Jedi.
So this week, we always like to end the show on kind of a fun segment. We got a couple of segments to pull from, a pool of segments. We don't like to do the same thing every week. So this week, I decided that we would just snoop through other people's mail. So basically the concept here is you all see these shows where on TV where fans will send in their fan mail. They'll post them on IG or Facebook or whatever. Obviously, they don't all make it. So what I do is I go through and I read their mail. And I pick some and we'll post them here and we'll answer the questions since the TV shows thought they were too good to answer these questions. So we'll do it for them. The first question comes from Missy Beal, and we'll just each one of the panelists answer this question. If you were an Olympic athlete, what sport would you be competing in? We'll just start with Styx.
Olympic sport. Not ballroom dancing.
Everything's in the Olympics nowadays, but what would you be competing in?
I don't even know what's in the Olympics nowadays because they keep adding such weird stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. In my younger days, I would have said I would have been good in the martial arts section of the Olympics.
Yeah, PK says this is a good one. Ping pong. I was going to say slinky. Is there a slinky competition in the Olympics?
I can
speed walking.
I can do Olympic pinball.
Turd tossing. You throw turds as far as you can.
All right, Joe, what do you say? Since Styx kind of gave us some answers,
I'm going to say biathlon because it's one of the weirdest, dumbest events that I've ever seen. Where you cross country ski and then you go fire a rifle, then you go cross country ski and then you go fire a rifle. So I'm going to go with biathlon.
How about you, Dom?
Powerlifting.
Of course. Dom goes for the most macho sport out there.
Hey.
Pickleball. I agree. I think Rossi's got nailed. I think you're pickleball all day, Dom. How about you, Bruce?
Pickleball.
Curling, of course.
Curling? Someone else said curling. For me, I'm not even going to try to be too clever on this. I was never really good at it in high school, but I did discus and shot put in high school. So I guess maybe I'd give that a shot.
Discus
I was okay. I was just never really like podium good. All right, next question comes from Lady Blue 17561. If you had a boat, what would you name it? Joe, we'll start with you on this one. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Oh man, that is a tough one. I'm not sure where I would go with that. I might have to pass on that one and get back to me on the loop around here because that's a tough one.
How about you, Dom?
Well, if I had a boat, and if I had the boat when I was younger, when I wasn't married, when I was out of my mind, doing things, it would have been called the lay boat because I'd have been laying like crazy.
What?
I would have had women all over.
I thought for sure we're going something Boba Fett, but okay.
Listen, you got to change. The Boba Fett is just
that's in character for you too. Yeah, lay boat is in character for you too. How about you, Bruce?
Joe Buddy McBoat.
My boat will be called the Anaconda.
The Anaconda.
For me, stop that, man. Stop cutting yourself short there. Next.
Actually, I guess I'll go last each time. Styx, what about you?
I would have went with like the SS Quint or something clever.
Something quick. For me, if I ever did, if I was ever able to afford a boat, it wouldn't be a very nice one. So I think it would be called Shit Floats. I think that's what I would call it.
That's pretty good.
All right, next one is from Sally Allen Fields. Boy, we could spend all day on this one, maybe. What are your favorite toppings on your burger, Joe? What do you say? Oh, actually, no, Dom, you're up. You're up first this time.
Oh, bacon, cheese, pickles.
Okay,
I love pickles.
we're gonna cap you at 3. So bacon.
Peanut butter.
No, oh God. Okay, how about you, Brucefer?
Peanut.
Pepper jack, pickles, and onions.
Styx.
Ketchup, mustard, probably some bacon.
How about you? Joe?
I'm a big fan of bacon, blue cheese, and barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
cool.
Barbecue.
For me, I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty simple guy. As long as it's got some mayonnaise or Miracle Whip and some dill pickles, I am good to go.
Mayonnaise.
All right.
Is cow curd.
Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, either one. I was raised in the South, so we eat Miracle Whip down there.
That's fair.
All right, next question from Sewell724. If your pet had a human job, he or she would be a blank. Dom? Actually, no, Bruce.
A human job? Probably a mail carrier.
Mail carrier? How about you, Brucefer? Do you have a pet, Brucefer?
I had a pet. She died.
Okay.
But she would be an OnlyFans because she was constantly showing her ass.
That's a good one. Styx boy.
I don't have a pet, but my in-laws do, and that dog would have been a good bouncer because always at the door trying to get you out. Carding you at the door.
Joe, you probably got 5 dogs.
I have 2. But
like 5.
I think the one definitely would have worked at the post office because he always just has this dumb blank expression on his face all the time. And that just seems fitting.
For my dog, who, if you've watched the show long enough, you hear periodically barking in the background. She would be a private investigator because she is nosy as hell. She has got to know what's going on. All right, from Kata Jody. Brucefer, what was your favorite subject in high school?
Calculus.
Nice. Brucefer's a brain. Styx, how about you?
I always enjoyed gym.
Jim. Okay. How about you, Joe?
I'm gonna have to go with physics. My physics teacher was an old ex-Korean war vet, and him and I would smoke Camel dead ends in between classes all the time on the side of the school. So always had a soft spot for physics.
How about you, Dom?
I had actually 2 classes that I liked the most was science and history. My favorite.
Science and history.
Nobody
For
said
me,
lunch.
I was.
Surprised.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Lunch would be a good one. I was actually going to say physics. My physics teacher in my yearbook, they had like those "Where will you be in 5 years from now" things, senior books. My physics teacher wrote in mine that I would be in the Navy, and I told him he was full of shit. But he was apparently smart. Other than physics, I would say civics. I think they need to teach civics again. I don't know why they stopped teaching that.
My kid has a civics class.
Do they? My kids never took a civics class.
That's the equivalent of home ec, correct? Home economics.
No.
Civics? Civics is government. Teaches you about government.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So civics is important. They still do home ec, by the way, which is also.
I don't know. The schools really teach it anymore. Like I don't know. A lot of they're cutting things in schools now.
My kid had home ec last year, and he has civics this year, so they're still doing it.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good to hear that.
Might only be
I
one
thought they
semester,
cut civics
yeah.
out, which I thought was a shame. All right, well, I think this might be the last question, and we're back to Styx. Duba Brat writes, ask if you were a cannibal, who would you eat? I guess sky's the limit, Styx. If you could eat anybody you want as a cannibal, who would it be?
Yeah, man. Well, I guess my first choice, I guess, would be to go for the Electra herself, Miss Jennifer Garner.
It's a lot of
She
forehead.
looks-
Jennifer Gardner. Okay. All right.
Scrumptious.
Okay. All right. That's good. How about you, Joe?
Anna de Armas.
Oh, okay, good choice.
Yeah,
Anna Darmus. Who's that? Is that
Anna de
who's
Armas. She's been in Blade Runner 2049
okay.
and
Knives Out.
Knives
Okay.
Out.
That would have been my
My
choice.
only question for Joe is: Would you
I
start?
love that girl.
Would you start with the feet, or would you save the feet for last? That's my question.
Let's start with one leg, work the way up, and then all the way back down.
And then back
so,
down. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Man,
out, in
Joe
and
always
out.
has a plan.
Yeah,
Dom, how about you?
gotta be prepared.
Don't say this.
You know what?
Don't start him up, Styx. He's been nice. Leave him alone.
I don't. Yeah, I just don't say it.
You know what? Skip me for a second because there's so many.
You can only pick one. All right, we'll skip
I
you.
know,
Bruce or who?
I gotta think.
And Dom can close his eyes and pick one of the reels that he likes. I'd be okay.
I don't know.
Beyonce. Gotta have some good old Texan.
Really? The Illuminati shit?
Beyonce.
What are you talking about, Dom?
Illuminati.
Move on with your conspiracies.
With her and Jay-Z? Come on, man. Jay-Z's hit that first. You would go with that after Jay-Z hit that?
He's gonna eat her, Dom. He's not
Jesus
gonna like.
Christ, Dom.
It's getting a little
Later.
old and
You don't
tough.
have a chance with anybody you mention anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Dom, are you ready yet? Or if not, I guess I could.
Not yet.
This is one question that I never, and obviously I picked these questions, and this is the one question that I don't really have an answer for either. Who would I eat if I were a cannibal? Well, I don't know. I guess it would be. I wouldn't be able to travel too far. I guess I'd start with my neighbors and just kind of work my way out. I guess work my way out of the
That's fair.
circle out. I guess. Dom, you got anybody?
You know what? Nah, man, I don't. I really don't.
Dom is a vegetarian. He's going to die. Dom will be a vegetarian in the apocalypse. All right,
Fuck
fair
you,
enough.
dude, I love burgers, man. What do you want me to do? So I got to make take a chicken, make a burger patty. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Here you go.
Ah,
Shut up, Degrassi.
All right. Maybe we'll come back to this one. I got to gather up some more questions, but that is it for the show this week. I think, Joe. Right?
Yeah, that is all we got. If you haven't yet, please like the show. If you haven't subbed up, sub up at Renovision. Also, Kingdom of Nerds, Bruce's channel. Styx has a channel out there, StyxBoy73. I have a channel out there, Joe's Duelin Comics. All I have on my channel is when I do the spotlights, I sometimes encapsulate the longer ones in little 2 to 3 minute presentations. So if you want to go back and look at any of the old spotlights just to see the covers, you can go through and see that. But other than that, I guess tomorrow, I think SNS is having a show tomorrow. I don't know.
SNS is having a show. It's probably going to be a hodgepodge of YouTube personalities jumping in and out. They're a little undermanned tomorrow, I understand. So Kyle will be the ringmaster, and other people will be jumping in and out. Because I don't think Styx is going to be there. I don't think Matt's going to be able to make it. Not sure about Sam, but some of us. I'm going to jump in if I get back from the sports card show the card show in time. I think some other folks that they may jump into. So you may see a lot of different personalities on there tomorrow.
It'll be some fun chaos, I'm sure, on there tomorrow. Sunday, you can watch Marco complain about the fact that we showed Star Wars stuff on our Friday show.
Yes.
He won't know. Unless somebody tells him, he won't know.
I'm telling him right now.
What a narc.
Ratting Dom out.
But you can watch the Dark Side guys go through everything Star Wars and then play cards for 5 hours.
Yes, and that's when I get off the thing. I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Click.
And then come back Monday and play more cards.
I know. I'm sorry. Look, that game, it might be fun to other people, but it looks boring as shit.
Thanks,
I'm
Nick.
sorry.
Because you haven't tried it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, you know what? I collect give me the Boba Fett cards. That's all I want. Put in my collection. That's it. And move on. That's it.
I just don't want to dip my toe into that because I know I can't just dip a toe.
And plus, outrageous prices for the boxes, man. I don't want to pay that shit. Fuck.
I still got my box. I haven't opened.
Yeah, I sell it because it's gonna drop as soon as the reprints come out. So
yeah, you either need to sell it or open it because I mean, you got time though. You got time. You got till.
Oh, that didn't happen to the Disney stuff. They did reprints, and that first edition is still $600 a box, which is insane.
Yeah, well, they haven't said yet how they're going to do the reprints, if they're going to be a second print or not, or just a reprint. So anyway, Brucefer, what you got going on this next week?
Monday Madness. I don't know if I want to do a show Sunday or not. But I know at some point we're going to revisit our X-Men casting to see if anybody's casting has changed since they watched X-Men 97.
You said you're doing a, I don't know, I'm getting way off. You said you're doing a Rebel Moon show with
yeah, that's on May 7th. That's with El Necron, Retro Nerd Girl, and probably Josh Herrera and Skywalker the Jedi.
Oh God, that's a lot. I was going to say I might try to beg for an invite onto that one, but it sounds like you got a lot of people on there already.
It's going to be on El Necron channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'll let you know. It's going to be on the 7th, 10 p.m. Central.
Let's just say I'm not a Rebel Moon fan after watching both parts.
It's going to be Rebel. It's one of those shows that I think you can just have fun talking about, whether you love it or hate it. I think.
Yeah, I has anybody watched it and just been like, I'm neutral on it? Everyone either seems to be like, this is just.
I would say I'm neutral. I would say I'm neutral. Yeah.
I see a lot of people that they didn't get past the wheat scene and they just cut it off for some reason.
Yeah, that was
you mean the slow-mo
the
wheat
montage
harvesting? Yeah, thanks for the slow-mo wheat harvesting montage. Good job, Zach.
Yeah, I would I'm not sure what they were thinking when they did that, but other than that, I mean, I'll watch the third one when it comes out. I don't know what
the director's cut is coming out in a few months.
I don't know. Well, maybe I will.
Why is there a director's cut? He had pretty much full
because
control
Netflix
over it.
wanted a family-friendly PG-13 of both.
So you get the R-rated, and then he'll, because he's Zack Snyder, he'll be like, it wasn't really truly my vision, so I need to do a Snyder's cut of my Zack Snyder's movie, and he'll do a third version. I'm sure it's not
do a third version.
Well, if anybody's interested, next weekend I'll be in Philadelphia for Fan Expo. So if anybody in the chat is in the Philadelphia area going to
bring back a cheesesteak.
I'm definitely gonna have a cheesecake.
Stop by, see Dom. They'll sign your tits. It's
exactly
be a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is Dead Boys is my weekend watch.
I still can't believe some people still haven't seen Sandman yet. It's insane.
I watched the first 3 episodes so far of Dead Boy Detectives. I love it, but I was also a really big Sandman fan, so it's done well. If you I without giving anything away, I would say if you're a fan of kind of Supernatural and that kind of, humor injected in a supernatural style show, I think you'll enjoy it. Because it made me laugh quite a bit, but it was also.
All I have to say is, Cat King.
Yes, it's extremely well cast. It's very well done. I was worried that there would be a step down in quality because Sandman was so good.
Hey, I'm sorry, Mama Bear, but you know what? Listen, this my autograph will get you a lot of money down the road, man. Too bad you don't want it, but that's okay. Move on to next.
Jeez.
People will never wash those.
Save your Sharpie.
That's it, man.
So yeah. Also Wednesday, don't forget to watch the Tack Boys. they've been dropping some heat on various weird X-Men books. Based off of some of the spec that's been
I
going
will
on.
say this: I can't wait for X-Men '97 to end, so we can talk about stuff other than X-Men.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm with you. I haven't even watched any of it, and
Well, I mean, I was surprised the Deadpool stuff didn't pull more spec.
Does anybody think that people are hyping up the X-Men '97 more than
It should?
it should?
Well,
Because it hasn't been spectacular for me.
Well, you know what? The whole fact is that which people were complaining. Come on, Bruce, they were complaining about that it was woke. They were complaining about that Morph was friggin'
Morph is just comedy. He's
But
comedy relief.
A lot of the people that were saying that are saying this is one of the most amazing shows. I don't know if they're trolling and saying it's an amazing show to hype it up to make it fail, but the fact is that
the people that made those videos, those hate videos, 2 weeks before it came out, all making "I love X-Men" videos now, which is more. Yeah. It's
so while X-Men is occupying, while X-Men '97 seems to be occupying every YouTuber's thoughts right now. Has anybody? I just started it. Has anybody watched part 2 of season 2 of Invincible yet?
Yes.
That's kind of flown under the radar. I haven't heard anybody even mention that.
Well, the problem was they started it and then there was a huge break, and then they started it back up without too much fanfare for some reason. I don't know why they did a promo when it.
I didn't even know it was back out until my son told me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess we should watch it."
No, I love Invincible. It's still a really well done series. It flies under the radar on Prime, and the way they released it kind of screwed things up. But
this should have been no break in the middle of the season like they did,
because it was a really long break.
Yeah.
Because I kept going back. I'm like, after I watched that first chunk, I kept going back, and then after a while, you just stop going back to look for it, and then all of a sudden, it was back out. Finished watching it.
All I know is it's 2 months to House of Dragon returns.
Yeah, that'll be good. Actually, for Invincible, that Adam Eve little mini is one of the better things they have up there as well. So
of course you just woke up. Jeez, Max.
He's on the East Coast. What's he doing waking up at 11:54? All right. Well, I hope you all had a fun time tonight. Thank you for sticking around. We will figure out what to do next week and come up with something for you. But hopefully it'll be something you like. If you have any suggestions, again, please feel free in the YouTube comments to put suggestions in there for spotlights or segments or something you want to see. We always like suggestions because it makes us think less.
Yes.
So thank you very much, everyone. Have a great weekend.